Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in. We are here for the Mercury Multiverse. I hope you're all excited. We are just waiting for all of our teams to get on. We're just waiting for, looks like, Cut All Vegetables and BKG, which I gotta pull up the names so I have them in front of me. I have all the names on the other screen, so that way I can try to help translate the best I can. I am going to make some mistakes, and I do apologize for any players out there. I hope you are patient with me. But I'm going to do my best. I hope we're all excited for this event. Going to be celebrating our newest hunter. So if you don't know, if you're here just to watch or you're a player out there, what we are doing is we are having an event based around the newest hunter, Mercury. And in doing so, we are going to have 6 games played. The first 3, everything is going to be normal, all hunters enabled. The only real rule is that every team must have Mercury on their team. One player must be playing them. And then after 3, the 3 most played hunters besides Mercury will be banned. And that will then be able to show off Mercury in multiple team compositions. Instead of just having the one, we're going to be able to see a lot of different strategies and styles that you can help build around this new hunter. And so I'm hoping that it'll be a lot of fun for a lot of our players out there. And I'm hoping it's a lot of fun for everyone who is watching. So if you are watching this back when it's not live, I hope you enjoy and let me know. Give me any feedback. I will be, for this one, I will be both observer and caster. I'm going to be solo on this one. I have Ellerio with me. He is going to be doing the stats for us. So, getting all that. Being the one to let us know what the points are looking like. And while I have not been able to secure any funding for prizes, I'm hoping that maybe one day, or if I somehow find a miracle and can do so for this one, we'll be able to do that. But unfortunately, at the moment, that is not looking like the case. These are just really to help show off a lot of these players to the community, a lot of the gameplay to the community, and give you guys all something to watch and have fun with. So, and then Ellerio, they're asking if you do. Oh yeah, you already see. Perfect. Sweet. Alrighty. I think I saw Ben in. Oh, Ben's there. So we are just waiting for one more. We're just waiting for one more. Yeah, just let me know if you're watching the games, any thoughts you have, whether that be on Twitch or YouTube, because I am doing the multi-stream for this. So let me know. I'm gonna turn the music off though. I just had the music on for the very beginning, as we were getting close to start time. I need to keep that up here though, so now I can keep that there. Ooh, that doesn't really help me. I really like that look. I want to be able to see that. There we go. That's better. I want to be able to see that a little easier. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask about the armory. So, okay, it looks like we got all our team. I'm okay with whatever. Okay, they got rid of the 1-star though. Okay. Honestly, I think it is fine the way it is, since you can get 3-star in vaults and drops. Okay. So I think we are ready to go. Let's do team ready checks. So let's see. We got 2, 3. So we got. Let's see. We're getting all already checked in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What am I missing? Mug I already saw. We're at 9. We're missing BKG. So Black Ghost. Bot's good. Okay, BKG good. That's 11. And we are missing TCX. So TCX is our last one we're missing. Oh. Again, they're ready checked, and we are good to go. Hey, guys, what's up? Hope you have a great cast. Thank you so much. Guys, bright and early. So, oh, yeah, bright and early or super late, depending on how you look at it, because it's 1 a.m. here in California. We're good to go. All right. Sending in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! We are getting into game 1, and oh, I don't have her unlocked. Oopsie. So it's okay, we'll just do random. But we are going to get into our first game here.
Another mission. Good.
For our Mercury Multiverse.
Select your hunter.
Gotta enjoy how this is going to be. See how our teams will approach playing Mercury. We're gonna swamp our screen now. So that way, Valerio can see all of the stuff, or all of the stats, and I will take us through when it comes to observing everything. I'll do my best with all the names. I'm excited for this one, see how Mercury is. I'm hoping I get all the names right. Thankfully, it's not too difficult, I believe, with her names, on her abilities. Golden Beam, Cinnabar, Cocktail, Back Blast, Magic Mortar, Contingency Vial. Yeah. Pretty easy, it looks like. But here we go. Game 1, of course, we have to have bullet trains. It wouldn't be my tournament without the bullet trains. You can see the teams here. Make sure everyone has Mercury on their squad. It looks like it. How's the pool for NA looking? Not so good at the moment, Burger. We gotta really make a push. We gotta start telling people they gotta sign up. We gotta get everyone on board. Ooh, they did this anew. That is interesting. Okay, but let us see where everyone is going to drop. We already have a team. Bot going for an immediate drop at Imotech. RNG are also going to be dropping, it looks like, at Kobayashi's. Dem or that is Diamond Eye Voice Muho, so we're gonna just call them Dem. They're dropping over at Ion. We got ASD, Mana Coils. Just SV2. Restart. Wait, oh, they don't. Oh, someone didn't have Mercury?
Yeah, someone did have Mercury. I think we need to redo.
Okay, redo. All right, we're gonna. So here. Oh, let's leave match. We're gonna end match. Okay. Okay. So that's why. So FTG, good catch. Good catch. All right. We try this again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sending it. All right. So let's make sure. Mercury, everybody. Got to pick Mercury, okay? So good catch there. Acta had the good catch. I didn't even notice that. I was looking through to make sure that everyone had Mercury. I didn't even notice it. It slipped right past me. But at least we got it caught really early, so. Yo, what's up, Thicky? Thicky, I was selling burger. We gotta start getting people on the horn. We got to start pestering people for NA. We only have 6 signups. We need to bump up those numbers. We need to be able to play because we have every region. We got APAC that are playing right now. EU will be later. They're all signed up. Did Sus sign up? I'd have to double check, but I don't think so. I don't remember seeing Sus on there. But I also wasn't really checking because I was checking for this one first. This was my priority since it is the first one. So let's see. Okay. So now Mercury. We're good now. All right, we're good this time around. Okay. Yeah. Everyone, you got to sign up. Yeah. I don't think they've signed up. Yeah. I don't think they've signed up. So here we go. Now we got everyone with Mercury. Now we're getting ready for game number 1, and we see Gridlock. Ooh, Mugwan and Bot are already looking for a hot drop on one another. So let's see how this one goes between Mug and Bot. Mug, gonna start off with some nice farming already. Gridlock's gonna be the southern part owned by them. We see up in the north is gonna be Bot. They're gonna be the only ones there. A lot of other teams kind of separating. So possibility of a fight here, but Mugwan, they're more focused onto the Guardian, getting some of that gold right away. Not gonna have to worry too much about it. Gonna be contested here from Bot just yet, but Bot, I'm wondering what their angle is going to be, how they're going to approach this. They've got to be careful. Their Wukong already trying to get back, trying to stay safe as they're picking up some, but there's going to be a Magic Mortar sent at them by Plex. And now with the Dragon Slam, they've already been slammed back, and they got to be careful on how they want to be able to approach that fight. They're Mercury, Toothless, barely holding on. Magic Mortar not going to connect from Plex this time around. The Bot have been separated. Mugwan decide to go for the low health. They want to take out the Mercury. The gold armor's on Bot side. They've got an anomaly taken as well. We see this Felix playing so aggressively. Bong really wants to be able to pick up these kills, but does seem that Bot have been able to get away for now. Let's go over into the middle as we see that there is a fight. Ooh, Abyss. Unfortunately for Bot, they do lose one, but here's going to be the fight. Kim Chae-un going to be tackled down by Flattern G. FTG. They are overheating, so it is going to be difficult for them to chase onto this Tetra too far, so that's why they let her get away. Let's look at Dragon now, down with Royal Never Give Up. Both of them kind of nearby Skyrats. They have their Mercury very far away. Not going to be able to join in. I got to do one thing really quick because I can't see the team names and the player names. There we go. That way I have that. Sorry. Apologize on how that looks really quickly. Just want to be able to see that. So that way I can reference player names. With Sky Shark here onto this Bissell Hatchling. Flattern G. Up in the north, they're going to fight against Rev, but they're going to be pushed back. Dragon Slam. Waiting for these Magic Mortars to land. Only a little bit of damage, but it's secure onto the Bissell Hatchling for Rev. And now playing aggressively as they look for the Flame Shield, but this Felix taking way too much. Another Dragon Slam, taking a lot of damage, but it's going to be the Jin that picks up the kill. No, the Jin, the Wukong for Flatten Dree that finds the first knock. And now with a slam from their own Dragon Slam again, hopping on the tree. Rev, they get the revive, but now they're pushed up against the rock. Mercury taking it down as the nuke has been launched, but Rev, they're still continuing this hunt. Sky Shark about to blow. Do a bit of damage to Flattern G's Wukong, but the Flame Shield onto Felix. But with low health, Rev in a bad spot. It's only their monkey that was able to get away. We can see how far away they go. Rev, I'm trying to get all the names down, so excuse me if I'm looking back and forth. So Rev, that is wow. No, not wow. That is Jamgala right there. W Raid, yo, the raid, let's go. Appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I'm doing the multi-stream, so it didn't show the raid, but I appreciate the raid 100%. Let's see where we're going next. On to our next fight. We go back over to Rev. Actually, we stay with them because TCX could have possibly looked for a fight, but they decided to fall back and to our other team that's been fighting, Flattern G. So this right here is Thor. That's Wow Wow. And that is, that is Numboseo. Numbomseo. Numbomseo. Gotta get these names down. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate the raid. Who is the one who gave the raid, by the way? So I can give actual proper shoutouts. Alright, let's go up to Dem. So Dem is doing. Dem fighting against the Black Ghost. Missing the pull. So right now it's Diamond, Hyo, and I believe iVoice. Oh, it's Lemur! Oh, Lemur! Lemur, you're an absolute legend. Love you, Lemur. Much love. I know, it doesn't show on my end because... not Lemur. It's not Lemur. It's Dylan! Oh, it's Dylan! Oh, even better. Love you, Dylan. Gotta make sure we get NA signed up. Gotta get all the signups for NA. So that way we can play. I want to be able to show it off later. Alright, so far, seeing that this is a very passive gameplay at the moment. A couple of early fights, but everyone's been able to get back on their feet pretty easily. How they're moving around the map. Especially how it's been focused, but possibly have a fight. ASD is one of our strongest teams coming over from Abyssal Cup, if you remember them. They were our winners, too. Biden G looking for the slam, but it's going to be a slam on the other side. They've already put up the Tetra 4. Magic Mortar, not going to do too much damage. FTG, they send out the salvo, trying to get some damage onto ASD, but they've been able to get back over to the track. They take over the Sky Shark and try to crash onto their position, but not getting enough damage, and then taking the blast onto the Sky Shark. But it's going to be the Shockwave, blasting him over, allowing the alley-oop scoop for FTG. Train will skid on by, not landing onto anybody, but ASD getting punished by a great position there. FTG utilizing the blast from the Sky Shark into the dunk so they can take down Kim. Now they have to go find their own revive somewhere else. Not sure where they're going to be able to go for that one, but Ladder and G, try to get their names down. Oh yeah, Bombseo, Wow Wow, and that's Thor right there. There we go. Dragon now. Fighting against Bot, Toothless, leading the charge on Mercury, but it's going to be the jump into the back line from Wukong. Now with the spin, that's a lot of damage. Golden Beam, but it's going to be dodged away by the Six Monkey Strike. Now he's going to be noticed. He's going to be back onto the pole, but they've got the damage back onto Wukong as he tries to get over the abyss. Dragon now try to punish, but he's been able to get back over onto land. So instead of going for that, they just stay on the base camp, letting Bot get away. We've seen a lot of these early fights where some things happen immediately, but ooh, Mugwan! Even it's noticed that they get eliminated all the way outside the storm. SV gonna claim the first one. Mugwan, one of our strong teams too. We remember them from the past. Seen them many a time. Already an early exit. But here we go. Cav already having to get a respawn beacon here. Barton G gonna be on that early. Seeing where everyone else is. There's already one team down. Mugwan being our first one. Here's where the rest of the teams are going to move. Ooh, here we go. TCX, we're looking for the pull, but it's going to be Parting G with the Dragon Slam. On the opposite side of this wall. Neither team really wanted to play that aggressively just yet. TCX, they need that pull to land. Taking a lot of damage, but they have an Oath Kingpin that's going to be sliced on through. Young leading the charge, and now the Sky Shark below and taking down Oath. TCX, they've got two. Kai has been able to get into the bush, but it's going to be the Kingpin that takes the attention, and he's trying to get to the anomaly, but doesn't even need it to get away, while Kai hoping to be able to get onto that respawn beacon. We do see that Bot are in the middle of a fight, but same with RNG on the other side. TCX did get spotted out. And Mercury is going to be taken down, but it is going to be a full-on brawl here at the heart. Already taken one casualty. FTG are split up, but it's going to be the fight onto RNG. There's the Golden Beam sent down by the team as ASC get a lot of damage onto RNG, but nobody falls just yet. The teams remain resolute. See how they're able to scatter, but it is getting really difficult. See how these teams are at the moment, and looking at our remnants here. Are you sure, I believe is how you say his name. Yeah, that's Are You Sure. And get on to, ooh, the train, but it's going to be Flatter and G already on there. Oh, I wanted to say on to our Mercury here who is on the train, but they got off of it. I could have allowed TCX actually pick up. No, they couldn't get the respawn either. Yeah, and Lord Vader is playing in today. So yeah, that's going to be very exciting. RNG have Lord Vader. I apologize if my observing skills aren't the best. I'm trying my best. Uh-oh, ASD. Still here against Black Ghost, and we saw outside in the storm. There's going to be the lone Kingpin. Bot crashing in. Double Sky Shark, but they get away. I'm looking at this Kingpin. Are you sure you want to go for this play? Trying to get over into the heart. Should be able to do so. I don't see anyone nearby. Yeah, they went for the chase on the other side. On to RNG. They've chased him out into the storm and a nice dunk. Wow, wow. I believe picking up that one for Flat RNG. Bot still have the team. Even looking at where the rest of RNG are. Ooh, not looking too good. Yeah, just down to you here. RNG do get back in time. Lao Gong, I don't know where you want to go from here. He's down to just a Felix. Could try to get onto the train, but no way to get there. Looking for the dunk, 50% overheating as well. Rev, we're going to be our next team to join the bench. As Bot fight against them. Golden Beam. And only a little bit of damage so far. We're down another team, but you see over at the heart. Lao Gong has been sticking it, tries to go underneath, but the dunk, and there's the next team. Take him down and outside in the storm. TCX, it's not looking too good even on the heart. They're trying to get the respawn, but it's going to be both of them down. They have only one left while ASD will fight against the Black Ghost. We see that Kai does die outside of the storm. They've sent down the Pokeball. There's going to be a lot of damage as Black Ghost try to go backwards, but guess what? Flatandry on the other side of the pool, back in, but double damage onto both of them. Golden Beam looking to take down Frosty. He's trying to survive, but he's taken down. Black Ghosts are gone. Flatandry up against ASD. 6 Monkey Strike, trying to avoid the damage. They're healing up the best they can, but Bot, they've shown up out of nowhere. ASC have been able to go up in the north, but it's going to be the chase down onto Bot coming in from Flattering G. FDG getting a little bit of damage, but the Golden Armor making it really difficult for them. While Flattering G, they've been able to survive for now. Toothless trying to buff them back up with a contingency file, making sure they're going to be safe, and they got the engage into the back line onto Flattering G. And here over the wall, the slam onto Flattering G. Hover wings to try to escape, but the Mercury couldn't get out, and then out of nowhere, Dragon now will take out Flattering G. While ASD, they've got themselves a crown. They're trying to see if they can top down Toothless. They will bring back up the team to fight against Dragon G, and now it's going to be a lot of damage onto them. But ASC, they put up the Judge form. They've got the slam back from the Volcanic Crusher. ASC only to 1. CV2, they come out of nowhere. We just got third team after third team after third team joining in, while Bot only have Wukong left to try to escape this one with a jump pad over the heads of Dragon now. He's been able to get a lot of distance, was looking for the Dragon Slam, but had to go down south in order to escape. Damn, that... Wait, no audio? Are you serious? I'm gonna be so sad if the audio cut out there. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm so upset. I did such a good job on that cast, too. No. But there's audio on YouTube. Why is there no audio on Twitch? That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to investigate that in a bit. That's upsetting, but at least there's audio on YouTube. Oh, because I did such a good job on that cast, I think. Sorry you guys weren't able to hear that on Twitch. I'll try to investigate that after this, but we're going to watch the key on the bullet train. Revive for ASD, so they are back in the game. Got all vegetables in a bad spot. Trying to get away as they go right through the middle. They are split up. We see even up here, Parton G. Was hoping to avoid, but it's going to be a fight of the Firefox on a Parton G. Right into the middle of too many teams. As now with the bullet train about to clack down the track. You got to be careful on how you're going to be positioning this one, Bot. Train will pass both teams by. Nobody's going to be hit by that one. It's back now. Oh my god, I'm so upset, though. I'm so upset that the audio went down. I don't know what happened. We'll have to figure out what happened. Why the audio went down on YouTube, but not on Twitch, but not on YouTube. All right, here's going to be the fight. Dem, a nice flame shield from Dem to be able to get back. And now they're looking for the Golden Beam to heal them up the full, but there's already been the Pokeball. And then, down from the south, Bot will collapse on a Dem. They try to get back over to the tracks, but their own doom is wrought there as they're barely alive. They have the chase down onto Diamond, who's got barely any health, but he's going to be easy pickings here for a Wukong. And same with Parton G to make sure they take Dem down to only one player, but Muho was already on top of the list, so iVoice will be back with the team. They are getting wrecked by the... Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh, train? Train? Thought we were about to have our first bullet train, and into a nice push back onto Muho. Muhyo. They had a nice pick on the back line. Wow, iVoice has got that crown here for Felix. Might be able to live that way. Oh, we see that parting G, cut all vegetables, chase ASD, a nice emergency platform, but nearly dunked as they're looking for their own dunk on the other side. But here's the train, and guess what? It's ASD that suffer from it. Tim has been taken down. Laki, the last one remaining for ASD. Seeing how they're positioning. Laki actually has back with the team too. Didn't even recognize that. But this Mercury spiked by the golden beam out of Dragon now. It will truly leave him down to only one player again. Laki for ASD, hoping to keep the team's hopes alive while we look over to bot. Similar thing for Wukong as he's been sent over the abyss. Same with this Felix who barely gets away. It's Dem. I'm trying to look at the team name. Oh, that's iVoice. That's right. iVoice was able to get back over to the tracks. Up north is still alive. Laki unfortunately doesn't have the same luxury and now is overheating. Has gotten the shield, but Laki over and into the waiting arms of Dem, who take down ASD and then have to fight against SV2. Magic Mortar being launched over and over again. But SV2, I think, actually lost a player. It was... Yeah, they did lose one. Got spiked over. So we have our 5 teams remaining. Bot, ooh, with the Deathbox revive right in the middle. Down south, cut off vegetables. They haven't been able to revive Young, but they are in this fight against Dragon now. Golden Beam on each side, trying to heal themselves up with the contingency beams, but it's going to be a lot of damage, and then up on the pole, parting G, looking to see if he can get the slam, but now it's going to be the Pokeball, getting the stun, finding him locked down, but no Magic Mortar to land. Even with their own spike walls on the other side, cutting off vegetables. I don't know if this is the spot they want to be in. They got a lot of damage on a Dragon now. They've been able to push them back and survive. Not taken down so easily just yet. See how these teams are. Tetra form been put to give land over to Dragon now, but they just decide to go backwards in order to keep themselves there and looking for the slam on a parting G, but barely missing that one. And then Bot on the tracks. With the revive they got onto the death box, it's going to help them out a little bit, but it's only 2. Only team not fully formed. Well, cut all vegetables nearly got dunked. Getting close for them. Parting G. And then another Tetra form, this time put down by the Tetra on Dragon. Now, the train barely gonna miss, but the golden beam, it hits its target onto the opposing Mercury. And looking for the slam, SV2 on top of the Wisp. Don't want to give Dragon now that luxury of finding themselves the play to take away that, as the contingency vial was hoping to heal them back up, but couldn't get enough health back onto cut all vegetables, so they will be down to only 2. No Mercury for the team. And we see up in the north, another Dragon Slam attempted, barely missing Young. The train's gonna go right past, but parting G has Young right in the back pocket. Back on the track, still surviving, somehow thriving. No team really wanting to play that aggressively. I see the recall from Dragon now, but it's cut all vegetables that are in the worst spot. They're back onto Bot. They've got the damage onto Wukong, leaving him with only Felix. And this Felix got a nice shield, but he's got no way to escape except to burn them down. And can he survive? The Golden Beam takes 2 down at once, losing 2 teams. And now Dragon now with the train to take down Wukong as they lose another to the bullet train. Respawn beacon has been placed down by Dem. Do they have enough time? Magic Mortar after Magic Mortar launched at them. They will get the revive, but Dragon now, they're going to be down 1 player. They're looking so strong until the train came down, took one of them out, but they were able to revive still on the other side. Tetraform put down. Train's about to come down the tracks. Not going to claim any more victims this time around. SV2 have to get off of their island, though. That nuke going to send them in opposite directions. They have at least that little box that they can use as land to give them some salvation, while Dragon now, they held on to the majority of land so far. Get them really powerful. I'm looking at how these teams are going to position as we look at the next circle. A lot of abyss, a lot of tracks. This is why I love my bullet trains. But our 3 teams remaining, Dragon now, Dem, and SV2. Another Tetraform trying to keep a team away. Not really doing too much here for DGN. Same for Dem. But actually, Dem are going to be the ones that really benefit from how this circle is moving. Sending us a little bit more up north. Giving us more land to play with, so not going to have quite as much of that abyss that was really making it difficult, and why teams have been so cautious on how they want to position so far. Like, look at this. This island's not very secure. This island's not very secure. The only team that's in a decent enough spot is Dem, but they are kind of broken armor, and that's why they've already sent out Wukong. Trying to see if now... Is that now? No, that is Kim Han. They're sending out Kim Han early to try to get some vision for DGN. SV2 are kept down south, kept on their island. Probably going to be one of the last ones to really move. DGN probably will be the first ones. Well, Dem have to react to either team. Right there, that is Gyoki trying to get some damage on the SV2. Both teams saying as far away as humanly possible until the last possible seconds. They have to move. It's actually SV2 that seem to move first, and they're the ones punished for it. And now, Dragon Now, they see their moment to punish. They've already got Kim Han with a nice slam, but it's going to be a Fox sent into the fight, and then Bin looking to see if he can get a Dragon Slam. But the team's still cautious on how they're positioning it. It is going to be SV2, the last one to move. Really in a bad spot. Respawn beacon. I don't think that's enough time. The Jewel going aggressively. Ben barely avoiding the train. And now they've got the respawn. They have to try to see if they can stick the landing because they took a little bit too much damage. Jewel is gone. Dem trying to push back onto Dragon Now. But up onto the pole. Kim looking for the Dragon Slam. Was able to find Moo. And now they've engaged. They've gone to the back line. They've taken down Moo. Myth is gone. Dragon Now. They've got the position. But it's going to be Ben. Back up with SV2. They're still keeping themselves alive. Jewel looking for the resets. Diamond getting away. Still having position from iVoice, but somehow it's SB2 in the position of power. They've got all three. They've taken down one. There's going to be a crown play attempted. They've got the damage on it to Jewel, and now they can get the revive for damage. They've got Dragon Now back to the brink of devastation. Dragon Now are gone. Our two teams remaining, as it's going to be Dem, the only team fully formed. The crown helping him out. Golden Beam launched at Diamond, but Diamond does the same back at the Mercury. While they're in the thick of it, it's just a Wukong up against the world, and it's looking like Dem. They've taken this game. Ben has magic mortars launched at them. That Mercury will end the game. 1 victory for Dem. Alrighty. Woo! I am sorry, guys, about what happened in that. I don't know what happened that we ended up losing audio during the game for Twitch. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't see. It doesn't say anything here. Let's see. Oh, it does say that stream got disconnected for a bit on Twitch. So, Twitch had an issue, but YouTube did not. Which is unfortunate, because I know we have a good amount of people coming in from Twitch watching, but I guess it is what it is. Alrighty. So, game 1. Game 1 goes over to Dem. Dem, very well done. Not what I expected there. Whew. Definitely getting me tired, though. Let's see. Saw some messages. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it could be just doing too much. I am also observing. Usually I try not to observe because my PC doesn't really handle it all too well. But it's weird that YouTube worked fine. But it was just Twitch that I just didn't. So nice game. Yeah, nice game 1. So we're gonna do our ready checks here. Okay. So ready. Checks. So we'll do our ready checks. Just try to get us into game 2 as quickly as possible. Yeah, true. Very true, Dylan. The bot's ready, Rev's ready, ASD's ready, Mug is ready. Also, like, big prompts to a team like Bot. They are our sub team here. Came in last second to sub in. Playing their hearts out, doing a good job. I hope I'm doing a good job with commentary. I know with a lot of the team names and the player names, I'm still getting used to them. If I mispronounce any of your names, please let me know. I'm doing my best. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. We're missing 4 teams still. 3 teams. So what is everyone's thoughts of Mercury after 1 game? Seeing how that worked. Everyone like seeing Mercury for game 1? We're missing. DGN. Missing Cav. We're missing TCX. So, oh. We're just missing 2 teams now. Make sure I keep my... I gotta also make sure I keep that up. I'm here to steal builds. Nice! Love it, Empine. Love it! Dragon Now, ASD, Royal Never Give Up, Mugwan. Mugwan, it was surprising to see them eliminated so early. Cap's ready, so we're just going to wait until 40. And then at 40, I'm going to give the countdown. Okay. And then, so we got Mugwan, Cut All Vegetables, Flatter and G, SV, BDD had to drop out, unfortunately. Rev, Black Ghost, Diamond Eyevoice, Muhyo. Gotta get that name down. Muhyo. TCX. That's Kai. Oh yeah, they had a sub though. Are you sure? And I'm not sure. Last player, and then we got Toothless for bot, Pickled Radish, and that other name is so long. I'm just gonna call him Yang. Yang is gonna be their name. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it! Game number 2. Coming at you. See how we are going to do for game number 2. Oh, take it. Yes, after game 3. Yep.
Another mission. Good.
Select your hunt.
After 3 is when we'll show the standings. That'll give us some time, give everyone a decent amount of time for a break too. All right, let's transition so that way we are ready for this one. Unstable portals coming at you guys. And hopefully we don't have any more issues. If we have more issues with Twitch where the audio cuts out again, I'm just hoping that YouTube stays resolute and we can use that, because especially in that last game, I had that one team fight I was really happy with. And so I'm really hoping that YouTube was able to capture that one so I could use that one for the clips. Alrighty, but let us get into our game. Oh, let me open up that. There we go. That way I can see how to pronounce everything. Don't want to lose any of that. Ooh, wow. Now this is going to be a very Western drop for us. We'll see where our teams are going to go first and foremost. Our first one, Flatter and G. We're looking to drop at Wraith's Row. RNG heading to Prisma. Dem will be nearby SV2. Bot up in Imotech. Black Ghost at the heart, kind of nearby RNG. ASD, but centralized at Mana Coils in the heart. Seeing Dragon now being the only team looking to go for Cold Fang. There is cut all vegetables. They could be hopping onto some Sky Sharks at Enshrine. I don't really see them going for anything too aggressive too early, but let's check out our team down here, Dragon now. See how they're doing down in Cold Fangs. How they're going to be hanging out. I will say I've got to give a lot of props to how the teams have been able to play around Mercury. I'm also really interested in how some of these compositions are. Like TCX, I think one of the more interesting comps. They've been running this Oath Kingpin Mercury sort of comp. Really cool to see. Though I do think they changed up. Yeah, it's not going to be Kingpin this time around. They're swapping that out. They're going to have Are You Sure on to Bishop instead. So I don't know how to pronounce their Oath's name, though. I'm sorry. And yes, we love us some Diamond. Yes, we do. Ooh, let's go up north. What to play? Ooh, here we go. There's Diamond. Diamond here onto that Mercury. Just get a little bit of damage at them, then hopping away onto their own Sky Shark. Them winners of game 1. Let me out of there. More than happy to get away. See, a lot of our teams kind of staying away from each other to start it off. Everyone playing very passively. I guess after last game, we saw how some of those end game circles, and we had that absolutely insane team fight where so many teams, one after another, joined in. It was super chaotic, but super fun to watch. I actually get some messages on Discord, so I wanted to see what been sent over to me. Oh, cookies. Oh, okay. That's what it was. I was wondering. Let's see how everyone is at the moment. It's still very spread out. Dem goated. Dem are in the lead. That's for sure. Not sure how their Mercury kills are, but they did get a Mercury kill right at the end. Gonna throw a diamond party when he wins. Yeah. So definitely. Ooh, here we go. So Mug won. They are our team that got eliminated first last time around. But here, they are fighting aggressively against Flatten G, and they are getting the better end of this trade. Mercury already down. Wukong up in the air. Thor tried to get the dunk back onto them. Wasn't able to get enough damage, and now has to go back into under Rot. Even sending their Shiv early up towards the respawn beacon. Hoping to be able to revive the team. As Wow. Okay, trying to get their names. Wow. Then Bombseo is playing. Then Bombseo is playing Mercury here. Oh, here we go. Let's look at Bot and Rev. Outside in the storm. Then a lot of our teams now starting to move because we are still honing in on Cold Fang. Dragon now being the only team that went for the Cold Fang push. And here's Dem. Winners of game 1 in Enshrine. Black Ghost. One of our few non-Korean teams here. In a position to possibly fight against Dem. They're going to get the base camp early. Well, you look at Cav. They're looking to see if they can crack open some of these vaults, get themselves in a better position. And then RNG, an early fight against Mugwan. Mugwan now running into another team. Golden Beam doing a lot of damage. Double Sky Shark about to blast back. Getting a lot of damage onto RNG. Scattering him in multiple directions as they're trying to see if they can jump onto Lao Gong. But Lao Gong's been able to get back with the rest of RNG. And Lord Vader send out in a beautiful Vortex Charm to enable the escape for RNG. Getting them out of possible danger. Then even seeing, well, they do lose one. At least they're able to get out, so super happy, gonna be super happy about that. While Toothless, not gonna be too happy about this one. Flatter G continue to assail this Mercury, hunting her down to the ends of the earth, but Black Ghosts, who have been holding on this entire time, they could intervene while we see that RNG, Lord Vader had to try to hop on another bike to get away, has barely been able to go right through the fingers of Cut All Vegetables. So has been able to get alive. But it is going to be dangerous territory still further up into over the abyss. Well, Bot did get the revive out in the storm, hop back up on the Sky Shark, and then ASD, they even separated. A lot of our teams are separated early on. Flatter and G, they've been having a hard time of getting away from Mugwan. Mugwan constantly hunting them down, getting themselves even more points, but It wasn't the Mercury that got it now. Got all vegetables hunting down our winners of game 1. Mukyo on that Sky Shark being pursued by 2, but nobody catching up just yet. Instead, maybe look for the fight elsewhere as ASD up in the north, TCX. Golden Beam getting a little bit of damage onto Kai. Is now up onto the pole. Lucky getting a nice slam into the back line. That Mercury is not looking too good. As over the abyss they go. Finally taken down by the crash in from bot on the TCX. As they put down an abyssal breaker to try to separate RNG, who get eliminated first off screen, while TCX have been separated themselves. Looking as this oath cannot get away from bot. It leaves only a bishop alive. Not looking too good as more fighting and bot being the ones that are getting punished. Pinched by 2 teams. Bot somehow do get out of there. They had to lose Toothless in order to do so. We see Mugwan down south against the Black Ghost. Losing Plex already, so their Mercury is going to be offline. A lot of teams got, like, we've been having this early on. Also can't put in Abyss, yeah. And how a lot of this is working so far. Of these possible fights, TCX. This is, I think, TCX, how do you say their name? It was... Are you sure? This is Are You Sure? Ooh. Somehow avoiding getting it detected there by Cav, who pick up a crown. Very early crown here. Seeing that bot up north. CASD. Taking a lot of damage. Toothless. With only the gray armors. Already having to retreat backwards while we look down into Cold Fang. Mugwan. They have respawned the team. Plex is back with them. They're all kind of grouped up within the walls of the keep. Dem forced back by SV2. Diamond doing a good job of peppering them with some damage, while we do see that there is the potential for teams to join in. We see how Dem is moving up north. There's teams up in the north, but down south, Dragon now, they've decided to sandwich onto SV2. So many possibilities. Uh-oh. Volume issue again on Twitch. That's not good. Gonna have to figure out what to do on Twitch. But bot. Yang barely gets away. Black Ghost, they lose Frosty, but they already have the contingency plan to be able to revive him immediately. But they are separated. Another Dragon Slam. Getting some damage onto Frosty. They're hoping that they can heal back up, but they have to go the long way around in the storm. It is not looking good for them right now. We see how far away they have to go. It is going to be Cry Penguin and Jojo trying to survive. Abyssal Breaker putting up the bright shield, but Jojo, there's not much you can do here to get away. I'm sorry, Juju. So it does get taken down, and now Black Ghost, they even lose another one on the other side, while TCX are still holding on to just 1. Somehow they are able to get out of this one, but we look at bot in the middle of a fight against Mugwan. Taking a lot of damage, and there goes the Felix flying into the abyss. So Yang might be revived by Toothless, but not looking too good for bot while we look at a lot of our teams. Wait, do they have the crown? Yes, TCX have picked up a crown for themselves right in the middle. And we even saw that Dragon now did lose 1 down south. They had a crown earlier, and I think they were able to get the crown, but then they lose it too. TCX have a lot of time to kill on that crown, while unfortunately for Dragon now, it is just Kim Han trying to get away. A lone monkey, golden armor. Magic mortars are launched at the monkey to keep him over the abyss. Do you have any emergency platforms? At least has the pull to try to outlast for a long time, but you're about to overheat. TCX does eventually get eliminated on the other side. Gonna have to go away from this one because there's the fight right in the middle of the keep. And with all these unstable portals, more can join in pretty easily. We see Mugwan. They are getting pushed down by ASD, while bot fight simultaneously against SV2. A lot of damage on both sides. Plux was able to put down the golden beam, while SV2, they try to see if they can separate bot. They've got a lot of damage, but still, the monkey was able to do a lot to disengage the fight for SV2. They have to get back on the pole. As we see that Mugwan, they lose 1 already, while ASD continue to push them down. And now ASD have taken Mugwan over to bot and to SV2, putting down the flame shield. Bot have been able to revive the team. They send down a nuke, while Mug barely hold on inside of that brush to be able to survive. Now for a second, that was going to get a little bit more dicey for them. Mug still, it's not looking all too good. They are down 1 player. Wukong, they're, they didn't put the translations for them, so I think that is Kim a King Hanzo, a Hansu. I'm hoping that's King Hansu. So we'll see how they're going to be able to play around that one. We see up north, cut all vegetables. Slowly but surely, they're going to be able to get themselves more gold. They're going to be in a good position. Mugwan are the one team that I'm really looking at in a bad spot. As bot lose Toothless. Their Mercury is gone. They don't have that healing ability anymore. The contingency plan is offline as they do get a lot of damage. It is a Mercury trade for Mercury trade, but now the Jewel had to disengage because Dragon now were able to find the other side. Well, they've got a crown for Bong. Bong hopefully getting the stomp on the Wisp, but guess what? ASD, they've decided to push in as well, and they're going to fight against bot now with the slam onto the Dragon Slam. Felix putting down the Flame Shield, but a 6 Monkey Strike, and the Dragon Slam looking to take away the crown does not do so. A beautiful emergency platform from Plex does keep them alive, but it's not like they are out of the fight just yet. Bong still has to wait out that E-plat. They're getting assailed from too many sides, and they try to see if they can go for the slam and then into the portal to get away. But even out of the unstable portal, the chase from ASD, but then into the golden beam. Pelux absolutely destroys ASD as they take him down to only one. Barely gets away. We did see that there was the other player from ASD that did survive, but huge play out of Plux, but now Mugwan are separated while might have been deleted. It is then Plux that gets taken out by Rev because they overextended without the full team, and now their Felix has to be careful. There is going to be the damage coming in from bot, getting a lot of damage as they try to see if he can burn down the competition, and they get the Dragon Slam. But Rev, they've lost one already, and into the vault. It's not looking good because cut all vegetables. He'll take down Rev. But they have a contingency vial hoping to heal up, but not when Young hops onto that Wisp to make sure there is no revive. Lakia holding on to a crown. A lot of crowns all over the place. As this monkey, it's their slam, has a lot of damage, but bot have managed an escape. Pickled Radish on the E-plat, but guess what? Dem not gonna make it too easy until the slam comes in from Lakia to get their crown with a Tetra form. Golden beam damage onto Diamond. But still, ASD are the ones that are battered. They don't have the shields. They don't have the fight in them just yet. They got to be able to revive first if they want to be able to take on Dem. They realized that one. That's why they were playing it very cautiously, slowly pushing back up north. They will be able to heal up. We are losing our teams over down south. We did see a possible... Oh, that was a weird interaction there for Rev. Somehow they do survive. I believe that is Park. Park, Jungkyung, still alive for Rev, the last one remaining. A lot of teams still up. You see how they're all kind of moved around here in the catacombs right outside of Coldfang's Keep. Dragon now, we're hoping to see if they can hunt down a team, and now with a fight against ASD, Kim it'll be the first one for ASD. Lakia with the Dragon Slam, try to get some damage, but they haven't separated. Their Mercury, the next one. ASD down to one. Golden Beam launched at them by Mugwan. As they got a lot of damage, it is going to be the Flight of the Firefox trying to disengage for Dem. Will be stomped down. Mugwan, they could re-engage, but they decide not to, and we see another fight. Dragon now losing up against Cav. Means that it's only one left. Is going to be now 4 Dragon now left. Their Mercury trying to get around over to the respawn beacon. A contingency vial has been placed down with the Cinnabar concoction, and now it's going to be the jumps over. Everyone's locked into the vault, and it's going to be Dragon now that find themselves gone now with the fight on the SB2 as Mugwan take control of the respawn beacon. Them, they see SB2 are down to just Ben, and they're hoping to take down the monkey. Monkey gone, Dem happy. Well, Mugwan, look for the stragglers. SB, they had been separated. Their Jewel now gone too. Plucked, getting the kill confirmed. And then Muhyo is taken out by Mugwan. Mugwan going to be more than happy, but another contingency vial, the Cinnabar concoction, hoping to heal up the myth, but Mugwan not going to make it too easy. Our first team eliminated in game 1. This time around, they want to be the team to take game 2. They want to really turn around their fortunes. We see a little sliver here, Lakia. Oh no, I don't think there's enough time for you to get back into the storm, especially because already Mugwan, they know that that vault was an easy pickings, and they see Lakia Golden Beam. Even if you're up on the pole, there's no escape. Bong takes the credit for it. 5 teams remain. And somehow, There's been this Felix for Rev just ratting up this whole time. Flight of the Firefox, parting, hoping to give a parting gift over to Rev. As this Felix is no more. 4 teams, another Flight of the Firefox. This time it was iVoice, and then a slam back from Thor. Crash of thunder onto their heads. Mugwan now pushing back as Flatter and G. They had to try to see if they can jump back. They have 2 alive still, but it's not a good position for them. Cut all the vegetables. See Mugwan on the other side of this wall. Both teams golden. Looking fine. Flatter and G, they've been able to get the team back up to full. Only Dem, I think it's now going to be the last team not fully up, as it's going to be the nuke launched at them, and Flatter and G trying to punish as well with the golden beam, doing a little bit of damage. Mugwan have been pushed over the abyss to an E-plat in order to survive. These 3 teams continue to do battle. I'm looking at where in the world is Dem right now. Dem's nowhere near as Thor has to hop around the burned ground, the scorched earth. As Thor missing that Dragon Slam. Where are they? All the way. Oh, it's just Diamond. All the way over here, and look at this circle. That is brutal for Dem. Our first place team in game 1. Now down to only Mercury. I don't know how Diamond is going to pull this one off, but Diamond, you really got to pull off a miracle here. Getting around. Right now, Mugwan, our 12th place team of game 1. They're in control of the circle early. Flattering was looking for something out of Thor. I'm just trying to get the names still. As Nambamseo and Wow Wow. Yeah, Wow Wow is Shiv. Nambamseo. Let's see. Nambamseo is our Mercury here. Ooh. Oh no! Diamond! It's been spotted out. Mercury! Slam! Diamond, no way into this game. So now 3 teams remain. Mugwan, cut all vegetables. Flatter and G, golden beam, as you were a little bit too early on the E-plat, but still they take down Plex regardless. Young looking clean on Brawl, forcing a crown for Mugwan. It is on to Bong, their Felix. Could be a saving grace for them, but now this is given cut all the vegetables. It's given them control of the circle of Flatter and G. Debating whether they want to take the long hike into the desert around this rock and play onto the northern part of Mug, or if they want to go down south and play on to Cav. It seems that they decide to go for the weaker of the 2, getting some damage onto Mugwan, but the spike walls have been able to separate the fight for now. A nice slam with the Dragon Slam out of Thor. Forces Bong over the abyss, but the E-plat will keep him alive. 6 Monkey Strike, and then Cav getting slammed by Thor. Still alive, Parting G. A nice double slam as well with the Dragon Slam, but still nobody has fallen. Parting G continuing to get the damage. Thor trying to do the same to Parting G. Now it's going to be the Flame Shield, but the blink back for Wow Wow. As Flattering G stay on the mainland. Cav, they hold some of the mainland as well as holding onto that E-plat. 30 seconds left. And now there's a broken shield onto the monkey. Mugwan not looking good. A double slam from Thor! Crashing down onto them, and now it is going to be Flatter and G sending out Wow Wow, getting some damage. Thor still the one at the front of the fight. Then it's going to be Wow Wow back, getting some damage onto them. But Young are fine. Cav are still in control because they can get back. They've got the chains. They're in the back line. They were looking for the Mercury, but they have to get the damage instead onto Wukong. He's back onto the pole, but with a damaged Wukong, it's not looking too good for Flatter and G. So that's why they're hoping for the sun with the Pokeball. We'll be able to get Young locked down, but not enough damage on it to Parting G, who's still waiting. Then they pushed out the Brawl into the storm. Brawl gone, slammed down. Monkey is still alive on each side. The Mercuries as well. It's a Mercury duel. They've got the back line. They've taken down Cav, but somehow Nambamseo healing back up. No, taken down, and it's gonna be 3 up against 1 as Cav try to bring back the team, but Flatter and G will take game 2. Whew. Alrighty. Flatter and G, game 2 victory. I saw there's something said by Jang. I'm hoping it's not. So it looks like we're still having issues with the stream. No bueno. No bueno, guys. I don't know if it's Twitch or both. I'm hoping it's just Twitch. Is that both? Oh. Let me know, guys, if we're having audio issues on both Twitch and YouTube, or if it's just Twitch. I'm trying to think what we could do. Oh, just Twitch. It's not great, but we'll take it if it's just Twitch. If it was both, then I have to find a. Okay, so they're already. Hey, they're ready. They're getting the ready checks in already. Perfect. That way we can get game 3. It's random, so no worries. Okay. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're missing 3 still. And I gotta change that. It is bombing runs now, I believe. We're on the bombing runs. There we go. Bombing runs is our next storm shift. Take a bite of some food. I'm hungry. So we're missing DGN and a Cav still. Okay. So it's our 2 from last time. I think they like to prep a little bit. Oh, so we're just missing Cav then. So Cav, our last team. Yeah, and there we go. All right. All ready. So 10, 9, 8. Oh, wait. Wait. we lost someone from bot right as I was doing that. Okay. 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 Alrighty, it is game 3 time. Let us get into it. Bombing runs will be the storm shift for this one.
Alchemy applied.
Okay, so at least.
Select your hunter.
Huh, that's weird. Okay, so it seems like it's just Twitch. Yes. Placements after game 3.
I'll make your death special.
So we will be showing placements after game 3. We'll be showing the points, how everyone is doing, and then getting our bands going into games 4, 5, and 6. So we'll see which ones are going to be banned, as we will be continuing to show off more and more Mercury play. And for everyone out there, please let me know how the casting is going. I know it's not my premium one. I'm doing my best, unfortunately. Observing, trying to get all the team and player names for players that I know a little bit, but I'm not super familiar with. And then also making sure like the stream's working out well too. It's been a lot, so I do apologize. All right, let's see. Ooh, wow. We go from a southwest drop to a northwest drop this time around. Imotech is going to be the one with the golds. We see a couple early drops already. Dragon now and RNG. RNG, I'm expecting good things out of you in this game. Last game did have it a little bit rough. Our first team eliminated, and look at that right away. Out of the drop into the Sky Sharks. They try to fight and get some damage. Lord Vader getting a little bit, but they got to be careful. They hop onto the Sky Sharks. Damage Sky Sharks for now. Dragon now into the storm, trying to escape from RNG. Lord Vader and Super Happy. Do they want to continue to chase that one? Nah, they decide not to. They're just going to head over, it looks like. Not sure if they're going to go for Cold Fangs or if they're going to go up north. It looks like, yeah, they're just going to go for Enshrine. maybe fighting afterwards. And looking at the rest of our teams, where they're dropping, only see ASD. They're the one team that's not really grouped up together. Interesting to see. They're Mercury all the way over here. We separated from the rest of the team. These contingency vials, as well as the Cinnabar concoctions. Really interesting to see how those work and how they kind of play with the teams. I kind of want to come up with a new name though for Golden Beam. I feel like that's such a boring alt name. Golden Beam. It's like the other ones have such cool names, but that one's just Golden Beam. Anyways, got all the vegetables. Raho gonna be here with Bart and G. They already were able to lock down control. That's how you say the name, right? No, that's not. No, that isn't Raho. That's someone else. Not sure how to say their name. So they're just gonna be our Mercury player here. That's not a Raho like they normally have. Oh, no. I did see that up here. So unfortunately for Dem, that's I voice. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what exactly happened to their poor Felix there. And then Diamond crashing into the wall, but should be able to get the Death Box revive. Oh, maybe DC. Oh, but let's go over here. There's in a really awkward spot inside of this outpost. Still down south. Ooh, DCX watched as a Wukong went on by, and now they could see. They want to play aggressively against Instead, a back blast away. Keeping themselves far away from TCX. Will even recall with the rest of the team. Has gotten their relics. TCX, they too will be able to pick up a lot of their relics. Gonna be more than happy. Looking at all our teams. Only one are Flattering G winners of game 2. Shards of Fate, they could fight here. Rev were positioning themselves like there was that possibility, but they decided to fall back instead. And unlike last time where we had like the first drop that kept going north and, well, it was south and south, this one going north and now kind of staying over in the west, keeping us focused in on mana coils. We have the rest of our teams. It's still Flattering G and Rev though, up in the north. Very close to one another. There's a possibility for the fight, but opt not to. Instead, just gonna go their separate ways while we look at SV2. They knew that bot were nearby. There's gonna be the crash in. A little bit of damage, Toothless. A bit late, as now up on the pole. Ben looking for the Dragon Slam, gonna miss that one. Sky Shark with the Cinnabar Concoction and Contingency Vial combination for bot, keeping him pretty healthy. That is gonna be the Sky Shark to blow for SV2. Same with bots. They gotta be careful. Get out of there. They're taking a lot of damage for it, and they've been separated. They're Wukong getting chased by Jewel. But SV2 decide they want to regroup before looking for the full fight against bot. Well, bot, they hadn't been able to group up just yet, and they already lose their Felix. Now Toothless is going to be the one chased down up with the Eye of the Storm. Even with the Cinnabar Concoction and Contingency Vial, this Mercury in the middle of 3, it's not looking too good. A nice back blast away has been able to get that momentum over the heads of everybody. And RNG, they've heard the fighting this entire time. They decide they're going to move up north and see if they can intervene. It was Lao Gong, the first one that was looking for the fight, but instead, they're going to send out the Magic Mortars out of Super Happy to get some damage onto them. But SV2 decide they're going to fall back while we look at possible other fights. Cut all vegetables. Staring down ASD. And ASD, I feel like that's been the team to beat for a lot of these teams. They've been looking at them as the raid bosses, but they want to beat them. They want to fight them early. They really show off the growth that we've been seeing here in APAC. And a lot of teams have been doing a good job of doing so. Well, yes, there were some moments there from Licky, but not quite enough for them to be able to bring back ASD and get them victory in game 2. And here, Dem are winners of game 1. In a bad spot, but they heal from that Golden Beam. Look at that Felix. Then they throw it right back at Mercury. Rev, they thought they had that fight, but Diamond and Dem show you the power of Mercury Felix in combination. Pretty much at the brink of death and then surviving it all. Absolutely wild right there. Looking at the rest of our teams and how we're starting to move around. SP2. Still over in Ion Acres now. Farming away. Gonna be more than content to get themselves some of these levels, especially now that we are into day 2. ASD, Flatter, and G. Possibility for a fight in Flatter and G. They've got gold armor. Mbamseo gonna be in a lot stronger of a spot. Like he was looking for the Dragon Slam. But ASD have got to be cautious on how they approach this fight. They have 1 blue armor and a lot of grays. And that could put them very susceptible. The biggest problem right now that I see for Flattering G is that it is not the gold armor onto their Wukong. It is onto Mercury. They want to make sure that Mbamseo is going to be the one to carry while they hop onto the Sky Shark. Thor! It's around Kim Jae-young because that anomaly actually kind of messed up the movement a bit for ASD.
Enemy oracle is scanning.
Look at all this. A lot of teams starting to group around. Let's look at Dragon Now and Mugwan. Golden Beam already used from Dragon Now. Mugwan gonna be fine. They're gonna be safe. Every team that looks like they're about to fight the brink, whether they're going to or not, is going to be the question. It's going to be the attempt here from Dragon Now. They saw the Mercury alone, and they've used so much to try to get onto Plux, but it's left their own backline exposed. Plux has been able to survive with the contingency vial and against the Wukong, and so now Mugwan, they regroup, stopping what looked like a win for Dragon Now because they kept themselves alive, but still, they're in an awkward spot. They've been separated again. Plux has been sent out into the wilderness. But Dragon Now have not been able to punish the separated Mercury. Not just yet. A Golden Beam might be able to do so, but a double knock with the Dragon Slam. Dragon Now are in a bad spot themselves because it is 2v3. They're waiting to see if they can rejoin as a group. But look at that Golden Beam from Plux. Get them really healthy and still separated. It is a Wukong Mercury combination for Dragon Now trying to fight against Mugwan. It does seem that Dragon Now have been able to get away. They put down their base camp. We see this huge fight right in the middle at Mana Coils. And unfortunately for SV2, broken bridges everywhere. Rings are there to try to get away. But now with the bombing run, Thor is hoping that they can crash before the bombs do. It is going to be the escape for SV2. While Dem might look to see if they can get onto Wow Wow. It's still the hunt from the rest of Flattering G. They have gone so far looking for Dobie here that they've actually gotten themselves split up. Look at this. They're finally going to be able to regroup. And then we go down south and we see that Mugwan finally losing against Dragon Now. Our first team is going to be SV2 eliminated off screen. We went down to Mugwan, but Plucked does get out of there alive, then going back up into the Mana Coils. Black Ghost. They've been staring off with them for some time. Golden Beam getting a lot of damage on both sides. But it's going to be the pull onto Diamond. Diamond tries to heal up, but couldn't heal enough. And now Black Ghost, they need to make sure they can stomp onto that Wisp because there can't be the contingency for Diamond. The damage is in the back line. Oath is down. But the rest of the teams now are starting to join in as they're trying to see if they can get Juju back up on their feet. Black Ghosts have been able to do so. Well, Dem, they are going to be battered and bruised. Down one player, Diamond, not with them. Flattering G looking for the slam for the Dragon Slam onto Felix. And they've got the burn onto iVoice. Muhyo is the last one left alive for Dem. As we see TCX in a bad spot too. They've been separated. A lot of the teams have been separated in so many of these fights. Even looking way down south. It's going to be the recalls from TCX to try to get back in. Muhyo is gone. Our winners of Game 1 eliminated very early in Game 3. Really looking at the Mercury Multiverse. This is anybody's tournament to win. Because now we have had teams go from first to last, or almost a last to first in the case of Mugwan in the last game. But here, they still got to fight up against RNG. They have put down the Golden Beam. They're up onto the poles, but it's going to be Plux taken down by the third party off screen, and then TCX, they join in too. Bong has to get away. RNG, what do you want? Do you want to fight against DGN, or do you want to get the kill onto Bong? Seems they were separated, and Lord Vader is the one who's going to pay the price. Well, TCX, they punished DGN. They have been separated as well. They couldn't get onto Tetra. She put up the rock wave to make sure that they're going to be able to separate for a while TCX are still hoping that they can have that fight against Dragon Now. But did they really want the fight fully? It is a Golden Ohm Tetra form played against them, and now they've been separated. Mercury so far away from the rest of the team. Oh, I haven't seen that one before. That is a new spray that I have yet to see.
The storm is closing.
TCX. Mortars do. So Kai and TCX getting a lot of damage. Where can they go from here? There's a respawn beacon right in the middle. So that could be their option if they're able to go right into the desert. But that is going to be a risky one. Does seem that that is going to be kind of their call. Kai. Same with Mercury. Are you sure? Has already been launched far away. They have separated. Uh-oh. They've noticed the Mercury. Missing the pull. Cry Penguin. Might have to fall back. They've got their base camp, and they know that bot are nearby. So, could just let the respawn happen for TCX. So many squads still remain. We've only had 2 eliminated. And so, you don't want to overextend. And Rev right now, almost seeming like they might be overextended. They try to go up onto the pole while Dragon now fight against Smoke 1. Golden Beam for Golden Beam, and then having the Flame Shield doing a lot for both sides. There's going to be an escape. Nobody falling in that battle between Dragon now and Mugwan. Somehow, I don't know how everyone was able to live. The bigger problem, though, Rev. They only have Wukong. And looking at the other side, Bong was taken down, but Mugwan do eliminate TCX. Barely on screen for that one. But alerts Dragon now. A possible fight, and they saw how banged up the armor was for Mugwan. Then a bar concoction to try to heal back up now. Dragon now still in a good spot. I hear the respawn beacon. Rev should be able to get that one, but it's going to be a difficult way to get out of this one. We see so many fights happening all across the breach. Golden Beam out of Flatter G over the Abyss. Both sides go, and there's going to be another Golden Beam from Toothless trying to heal them up with a Dragon Slam, trying to see if they can take down the Wukong on the other side. But now they've got themselves separated. They've got to regroup. Bot have to see what they can do if they can heal back up, but they've missed their Cinnabar concoction. Not going to have the contingency plan, and now they have to get back. Barely surviving. Their contingency vial has healed them back up. They've got the damage on a Flattering G. Thor is down. The pushback, even with the Golden Beam doing a lot, but it's going to be RNG. The third party bot, unfortunately suffering the brutalization of RNG as they are now overheating. It's Lord Vader leading the charge for RNG. Golden Beam to heal them back up, but they're gone. RNG eliminate bot while Flattering G. They had lost one to bot, but RNG had saved their lives, keeping them hopefully in the game. We look at Rev. They're holding on to the rat strat right at the corner of the circle. But so many teams, 1, 2, 3, 4 teams in the desert besides Rev, and now they've got to leave their safety. They try to push back. Golden Beam for Golden Beam. Cinnabar concoction healing them back up, but their their Shiv taking way too much damage in that one. It's going to be a bombing run, but we look over to RNG. They fight against Dragon now. Nice E-plat. Will save him, but still the dunk regardless. Finding that one right at the edge. Lao Gong was able to get that one for RNG and continuing to chase in the back line. Looking for that Mercury. The last one for Dragon now, even with the concoction. They're concocting their own demise. And an Abyssal Breaker from Black Ghost with the alley-oop dunk from Lao Gong. RNG eliminated another team. Mugwan only have their monkey. I believe they've already used that respawn beacon as well. Hoping to go from brush to brush, but guess what? Rev already knew, and Rev been able to revive so many times, but we look over to RNG, and another huge brawl. Flattering G look like they're going to be the ones they opt to go for first. They've gone up to the north, but they cannot cut all vegetables, as they are still holding on to the south, while RNG are surrounded. There's the respawn up in the north. Flattering G should be able to bring up the team. RNG to focus on it, cut all vegetables to actually try to see if they can stomp that revive. While out in the desert, Rev, they've been able to hold strong against most teams, but eventually they got to leave this safety. I talked about it before when they were back up into the corner. They fought their way out of it so many times, but Rev are now face off against RNG. They've already lost their Mercury. Should be stomped down, leaving them only with 2. So Rev, it is Jamgali, and it will be Maximize. Those are going to be so Maximize right here. There's Shiv. In the middle of 3 teams out in the desert. Make it 4 because we still have RNG out in the desert. Using Tree Disguise for Super Happy too. It's actually funny. It's a Tree Disguise for a Mercury too, but look at ASD. They're going to enter into the jungle as well. Jungle, I mean the desert. As Maximize going to be the target for RNG up in the storm. But Maximize has been able to survive until ASD found them. Reducing them to only Jamgali. Last one for Rev again. RNG, this time they are going to be the team out in the desert while cut all vegetables. They'll hold on to the spot that RNG once held. RNG actually went for the respawn back over to their base camp. No, that's not their base camp. I think it was an anomaly that got him into that position. And all our teams are Black Ghost. They have not left the mana coils. They've been holding on to that broken respawn beacon. They've put down their base camp. They got a little cook as well. Spike walls, Flat RNG onto the broken bridge. They're going to force away Rev. They'll cut all vegetables, attempt to see if they can take away the palace that Black Ghost have built with an missile breaker coming in. But it's going to be RNG, the real crashel breakers, as they get damage onto Black Ghost. They haven't been able to take him down just yet. Bombing run onto Black Ghost. They've got to get into the circle soon. They've got to be careful. That's going to be the golden beam. But guess what? Flat RNG, they've been waiting this entire time. They could third party onto this one, make it a fourth party. 4 teams all here, but nobody's starting it off just yet. Trying to heal back up with the Cinnabar concoctions. Dragon Slam missing. Burn on one side. Launching out the mortars. Super happy, hoping to land, but not going to be hit by the Dragon Slam. While they see that Rev still have one left. Gam Jolly trying to survive while ASC decide when they want to enter. Black Ghost, they have lost their castle. It has been crumbled apart into ruins. Just Juju left. An oath against the world as they try to heal back up. But it's going to be Rev, the first one down. Juju healing back up. A crown's been picked up, but still not enough as Black Ghosts are gone too. Then RNG, as they have been able to take away the castle from Black Ghosts. They now have to defend it against Cut Off Vegetables, FTG, and ASD. ASD coming in from the south. Dragon Slam up from the north from Cav, but not enough damage to be able to pick up anything onto RNG. While ASD have been pushed back to the little bit of land they hold on into the south. While Flat RNG, they've been able to slowly move in, but RNG, they take no kindly to that one. They crash onto Flat RNG with an Abyssal Breaker doing a little bit, and same with a Fusillade. It's going to be Golden Beam with the Golden Beam, and same with the Cinnabar Concoction. ASC have been able to survive. Super happy, might be able to revive. Nuke, not going to stop anybody. They're all alive, but low health onto RNG. ASC pushing them off of the base camp, but they still hold on. They push back. They look for the slam, but they dodge away. Barely any health onto the monkey as he tries to go back up onto the pool to barely survive. They need that Cinnabar Concoction with a contingency vial to keep themselves safe. While they is going to be Nambamseo taken down onto Flattering G. ASC, they have to get rid of that crown out of Wow Wow, but Wow Wow from Shiv has been able to pick that up with low health. Not looking good. RNG, they've been able to battle their way back up through thick and thin. They're still alive. They pushed ASC onto the E-plats, and they're seeing if they can get onto Flattering G, who still have themselves a crown somewhere. No, they don't, because Thor is gone. And now RNG crashed the party on the ASC. Lecky is hoping to get some damage with a 6 monkey strike. Abyssal Breaker on each side, but the Golden Beam doing so much. Another Dragon Slam, but still RNG, they hold strong out over the abyss. And then Cav take down Kim. Lecky and inside of Mana Coils, but RNG, they're gonna be super happy about this with Lao Gong taking one down, looking for Cav helping them out. It's that tries to heal back up this Mercury. Last one for ASC up against RNG and Cav, and guess what? Crash down RNG, then battle against Cav, who try to cut all the vegetables, cut down RNG. Super happy barely gets the E-plat. Might be able to survive. No, can't do so. Lord Vader tries to go for the double surge away. And now, with only Wukong left, Lao Gong for RNG has to beat Cav. And it's not looking good as Cav want to take game 3. I don't know what you can really do. Magic Mortar, Golden Beam to make sure that it is a game picked up by Cut All Vegetables. Alrighty. So Cut All Vegetables, they take game 3 for us. We are going to try to add up all these points. GG's indeed. Here we go. So we do have our stats for our hunters that we can show. So what's the schedule looking like? So right now we still have to get NA. EU years ago. We're gonna have EU for sure, but NA is the one we're not certain of yet. So we'll see if that's going to be happening or not. So if you can, keep trying to get NA teams to sign up. If they need to make teams, if they need help making a team, tell them to reach out to me and we will see what we can do, because I want to be able to do all 3 regions. EU is at 10 a.m. PST. So 5 p.m. UK time, I believe. No, I believe. Yeah, we got. Let's get the training ground signed up. If we can, it's open to anyone. This event is open to any and all players. Oh. Six teams are needed. And thank you, Thick. Yeah, I don't feel like that last game was very good for me. But I appreciate it. Alright. So, let us a look. We're going to go through our hunter bands. So, why don't we post that? I'm going to tell Alario to post that one. Wait, you can hear me. Can you post that one in the Discord for the APAC teams? I'm going to show it on stream, but that way they already can start planning out. Alrighty, so let's swap over here. So that teams can see, so players can see. So, we're looking at our hunter picks. So as you can see, the teams that have yet to get anyone played just yet. Hudson, Carbine, Void, Aluna, Shrike, Eva, Saros, Bebo, Jin. Kind of surprises me. Oh, we haven't seen Ancient, and then Celeste. We've only had one Bishop and one Krista game. Do you need an observer? Yeah, I could definitely use an observer. Honestly, it has been rough trying to observe. So if you're able to, I think I already sent you the invite to the thingy. Oh, and we got the scores after this. Okay, so we're looking at our hunters really quick that are banned. So we've had one Bishop, one Krista game. We've only had 2 Zeph games, interesting, and 2 Ghosts. Not games, just plays. Hey. When we had some Shiv, which actually surprises me. We had barely any Shiv played. I believe it's only been one team really playing it. Myth, same thing there. Brawl, same thing. Jewel, there's been a couple teams playing it. I know Lord Vader played it there in that last game. Kingpin, not as much Kingpin as I thought. Oath.
Hello.
Hello, Luna. Okay, perfect.
I would love to join you in commentary, but people are sleeping, so
that is a-okay. I will invite you to game and have you do this because it is so hard to try to do both. Let me know when you are online and I can invite you.
Okay. Also, I can talk in between games, just quietly.
Yeah. I totally get you. All right. So oh yeah, I'm still going over the hunter stuff. So where'd it go? Where'd it go?
All right, I'm in. You don't have me as a friend.
I don't.
No.
What? There it is. I thought I did. Hold on. I gotta keep going over the hunters so everyone knows.
Okay,
So
go for it.
So our most played hunter, besides Mercury, is Wukong. But surprising is that it's Felix next, and then there's a tie between Tetra and Oath, both at 6 games. So what do we do here? That's the question here. What do we do when we have a tie like this? Okay. Oh wait, we might have to have someone move. Hold on.
I think maybe you have to leave.
No, we have to have someone move because you can't join the unassigned.
That's fine. Let me know when. How many games are there for this?
We're gonna have 3 more. So we've just done 3.
3 more. All right, I'll do it. I can't believe you're doing it this late.
Perfect.
All
Okay.
by yourself.
Someone's got to do it. All right, so there we go. I should be able to join now. Can you join?
Can you resend it?
Yes.
Resend it.
Yes.
It's nice to see Lord Vader playing again.
Me too. I enjoy seeing.
I can't get in.
Can't. Okay. Shoots. I wonder if it's because we're. Oh, it. Wait, try joining. Try joining. Let's see if it'll let you now. Did it like? There we go. Okay. It says that you should be able to join.
I can't get in.
Really? Because it says like not enough.
Can you send me the lobby code?
How do we do that again?
You just click on like invite to party, and then on the top right there'll be like copyright key, copy party key.
Right to party. I'll be honest. I do this so seldomly that
Like you know when you go to your friends list,
Uh-huh.
and then like under your name it says like invite the party, right?
No.
I'll send you a screenshot. It doesn't show.
No, it does not. It's like it only says add friend. So I don't know what I made.
Did I just make you leave the lobby?
I think so.
I think I just made you leave the
I
lobby.
think so.
Now you have to get back in the lobby.
It's okay.
Or actually, just party invite.
Okay. Okay. So the thing is, I need.
I can't get in.
Okay. Let me leave.
Wait, how about you leave?
And then
yeah, you leave.
And then try.
I'll
And then
join
just
you.
tell Mr. Sue to add you onto it.
Mr. Sue.
Oh, so we're gonna
Wait,
add.
do you just
Yeah, Mr. Sue.
Do
So hold on. Okay, we're in.
Okay.
This one we're gonna have to deal with in text because I need to go over the other things
Okay.
for the players. So all right. So the players have decided that they are okay with banning both Tetra and Oath because they've both tied. So we're gonna have. So I'm gonna show that, but I want to show the standings because the players obviously will want to see the standings and where everyone is at the moment. So let us look at how our scores are for our teams. Here we go. Oh, there we go. So that way we can see how the points are. So, in last place right now, we have TCX. They are at a total of 9 points. They have only gotten one Mercury kill. They've gotten 3 kills in total. They are definitely keeping themselves up there. They're doing their best. In 11th place, actually a surprise to me, is Black Ghost. 17 points. Only one Mercury kill. But they've gotten 4 kills, so they're keeping themselves pretty relevant. Then technically tied at 9th, but winning the tiebreaker is Bot. So at 10th place is Rev at 21 points. They have yet to get a single Mercury kill. So no extra points for them, even though they have 7 kills right there. And then Bot, because Bot have gotten that one Mercury kill, they have been able to edge out Rev in our tiebreaker so far going into our first half. They're at 21 points with 7 kills in total. Then a pretty decent jump up. 8th place is SV2 at 39. They too have 0 Mercury kills. Very surprising to see. But they've gotten 16 kills in total, so they're making up for it through that and how bloody they have been fighting. Then, in 8th and 7th place, the biggest surprise to me is ASD at 43, way down in the standings. They've gotten only 3 Mercury kills, but they had gotten 13 kills in total, so they've gotten themselves a decent amount of points. Then, in 6th place is RNG at 46 points, 6 Mercury kills, and 18 total kills. Very nice to see. Mugwan, even though they started off very cold, they've been able to bounce back pretty well in games 2 and 3, so they're at 48 points with 8 Mercury kills and 16 total kills. Then Dem, quite a jump up as well because they had gotten game 1 a win, but they were struggling in games 2 and 3. Despite it, 57 points with 7 Mercury kills, 1 total win, and 13 total kills. Then in 3rd place, Dragon now at 59 points, 11 Mercury kills. So even though they have yet to get a win, 11 of their 19 total kills are Mercury. Very well done. Then in 2nd place, Flattering G holding on at 66 points, 5 Mercury kills, 1 win and 22 kills. Absolutely crazy. Oh, wait, can they not hear me? Hello? Can you? Oh, maybe. Oh yeah, it has been an issue. And then lastly, our first place team got all the vegetables, 71 points, 4 Mercury kills, 1 win, and 18 kills. So very, very good to see. So we will swap back the screen over here. There we go. And then I will go into the messages now that we have gotten through all of those. Make it a little easier. We're gonna open up this. All right.
By the way, Magical, I'll record footage on my end so that way you have higher quality replays.
Perfect. Yes, that would be amazing. I was gonna say. Oh, and then also, how are the teams looking? Are they almost ready?
I think they look ready.
Yeah, so we'll do ready checks. So the next storm shift, if you can have it, if you can change it, is going to be. Which one did I say? I think this one was Twisters. Yeah, game 4 is Twisters, game 5 is Cross Country, and then we will end it out with Bullet Train.
Can you ask Sue if they're ready? Because some of them are.
They will say R. They'll say R if they're ready.
Yeah, I see R, but they're also speaking Korean. I don't know if something's wrong.
Yeah, I'll see.
This is exciting, an Asian tournament.
Mhm.
I want to see more of these. I want to host a tournament for the Japanese players.
Ooh, that would be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Okay, so the teams are saying they're ready to go. So, well, do a countdown. Do a 10. Like I've been doing a 10. Or you can 3, 2, 1. That's fine too. Let's do it. All right. So we just got to make sure we keep our eyes. No Wukong, no Felix, no Tetra, and no Oath. They're banning all 4 because there was a tie between Tetra and Oath, and they decided they just want to ban more, which I am totally okay with. Honestly, I think that is a lot more fun.
Alchemy applied.
Having
Is
more.
Mr. Sue streaming as well?
Mr. Sue, I don't believe is.
We're going in.
I offered.
Okay.
I told them that they're more than welcome to. So that way,
Where are the Korean players watching?
they're watching through the YouTube.
Oh,
I'm streaming on YouTube as well.
yeah, I saw that. That's how I found out you were streaming.
Yep.
I saw you on YouTube.
All right. So, game 4. This has been quite exciting. It might be a lot easier for me now. Thank you, Luna, for hopping in and helping out with this, because trying to look at the player names, organize, observe, and cast at the same time has been very difficult. Very, very difficult.
Yeah, I personally find it easier to commentate when I'm observing. It's just like my hands and my mind and my voice, they're just like all in line.
Not for me. Well, it's also because I'm trying to make sure to watch so many different things on the screen.
Yeah.
As
yeah,
well
yeah.
as with a lot of these player names, I'm still getting used to a lot of them.
True. How do you even like know what to say for the player names?
I have it written down. I have it on my other monitor.
Okay.
So
You're
I
crazy.
do have it all here. Ooh, but okay, let's see. We see all right, ASD, and it looks like Dragon Now dropping early with RNG, all of them aiming for their own Sky Shark. It looks like they each got one. Very interesting to see. I wonder if it's because, does Coldfang have gold? I wonder, like the gold armors this time? I wonder. Do we see all the way over in Academy? Mugwan bot possibly fighting early. Get a little bit of damage. But it is Mug that might have to go down south. They were the ones at the level disparity. So they need to get some of this farm if they want to have a good fight up against Bot. Bot doing the same, making sure they're farmed up. Gonna be more than happy on this one. Both teams, though, not really relenting their pressure. Probably one of the earliest fights that we've seen out of any of our teams so far this early. Ogwan, they get themselves at least some control. Nice punch back, getting a lot of damage onto bot as they're trying to see if they can chase down onto Yang underneath the wall. But now with the swap onto Toothless, Bong taking down one and looking to see if they can get Pickled Radish too. They're getting a lot of damage. Mugwan barely alive. What an arcane railgun to land from Pickled Radish. They get a 1-for-1. They could stomp onto the Wisp while Plex has been chasing onto Yang this entire time. This Jin against Mercury battle, 5 versus 3. Who wins? Looks like Yang does not want any of it. Decides to get completely out of that one while we go up into the tundra up north. SV2 struggling up against Rev. There's going to be one spike on one side, then Ben crashed. The last one for SV2, a gold armor brawl, but with little health. The Sky Shark constantly running into them. Rev are really looking for this one. Maximize, crash again, back onto them, but Ben just steals the Sky Shark. You let him get away with it. The GTA out of Ben, as now he's got Kobayashi's. Can he get into town in time? Looks like he will, or does he? He tries to see if he can fight outside of it. Doesn't even want to risk it up against Rev, who chase him into the jet stream. And they have gotten the distance closed. Ben, only so much health. Overheat on one side. Ben with no health and a Sky Shark again. Does he grab it? Gets it just in the nick of time to escape. Wow. Ben, I can't believe you were able to get away with that one. There's no reason you should have been able to get out with that. That is wild for me to see. But somehow, he does make it out. Uh-oh.
Sorry,
Okay.
it's fixing. You good?
Yeah, it was fine before.
Oh, it was on 2K, so the frames weren't as good as they could.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see how all
It's
our
fine
teams...
now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was fine before. I was able to see...
Okay.
Yeah. And I just can't believe that Ben made it out. That was insane. Should be able to get the revive over in Chaos Steps. So SV2 not out of this one. No team going to be eliminated day one just yet. I don't think we've had a single game today where a team has been eliminated day one. The earliest was Mugwan on, I think, night one. They got very close, but not quite. RNG moving in from Imotech onto the rails. They see TCX. Maybe for a second they would want to go for a fight against them, but decide not to. They're just going to go right through Kobayashi's. Ooh, actually, now the frames are a little worse than they were before. It's actually funny.
Really?
It was a lot better before. Like, before you changed it, it was a lot better. Now it's, like,
Here's what I'm gonna
pixelated. Yeah.
Oh, then that's just my stream.
Yeah.
Okay. How about now?
A little pixel, but a little bit better. Uh-oh.
Okay. I'm gonna just reset it. One more
Okay.
thing. Okay. Should be fine after this. I'm sorry. Okay. How about now?
Yeah, looks good. There we go. That looks better. So here we go. Let's see. So RNG, Lord Vader. I'm looking at the rest of the teams. Ooh, we got quite a lot of teams grouping up around Vane Grove. TCX should be able to get themselves a space camp, but afterwards, what are they going to be able to find? We see that Dem is down south. SV2, they've been able to revive over at Prisma. Quite a lot of teams. Black Ghost, ASD, Dragon now. Getting ready for this boss drop. So many wanted. Wasn't able to see quite what it's going to be, what we're going to have for our Abyssal Hatchling. But I know it's really coveted because there's a lot of teams here. There is going to be a soul at play, but which team is going to get it? It's already so low from ASD. Black Ghost a little bit late. Secure over to ASD, so Black Ghost, despite being positioned for a battle, they don't get anything from that. And we see on the kill feed that Thor for Flattern G taken down. Dragon now could play aggressively against Flattern G, but Flattern G gonna go opposite directions. Wow going down south. Hopping on a Sky Shark, gonna be far away from the battle. We see still that Dragon now, and it's gonna be ASD this time around. Slowly having moved through the Prisma Falls. Could have fought against Dragon now, but again, he seems not fighting too early. I feel like that's kind of been the name of the game for a lot of our APAC teams. They've had like little skirmishes, but no full-on brawls. The closest we had was SV2 almost getting eliminated. They're able to manage their escape, get back into the game. And then Black Ghost up against Dragon now. Cinnabar Concoction was looking for a little bit of damage on the other side. With now playing aggressively, could enable the rest of Dragon Now continue this chase. That is going to be the damage, and they've already put down the Cinnabar Concoction, burning through Cry Penguin. Then Jojo is going to be the next one. Black Ghost only have Mercury left. Frosty, our legend over in APAC, hoping to survive on Mercury. But Dragon Now, Kim leading the charge. There's going to be the Magic Mortar on both sides, and the Golden Beam with a slice down on a Black Ghost. But wasn't Mercury picking up that kill point for the team. They still eliminate a team early. The Black Ghost gone, first one in game 4. Looking at how teams are slowly moving around Wraith's Row. A lot of teams over at the Heart have some potential early fights, but we'll have to keep our eyes on whether or not the teams end up going for it or not. Especially with how they're positioning FTG. Surrounded by Lecky and the rest of ASD. It's good to see Lecky back onto his brawl. Especially facing off against Flatter G. A lot of damage from Shiv. There goes Thor. And they're pumping out damage. They want to see if they can take down Nambamseu. And even with the jump back for the Golden Beam on each side to heal back up Mercury. Nice Hover Wings tech too. Out of Nambamseu. Has been able to get back with... Wow. So Flatter G, they survived the onslaught out of ASD. But it was getting a little risky for a second.
Meteor beasts have landed.
Then Dem here over around, just right outside of the Heart, kind of pushing down towards where we see Dragon Now and RNG. Dragon Now, they can pick up another win, continuing to move up in the standings. Are closing that distance that they had against themselves, and Cut All Vegetables, who now lead the pack. Haven't seen too much out of them here in game 4, but Bot, they're looking for an early soul. But ASD already in a great position to make sure that it's not going to be easy task at all for Bot. Let's play it aggressively, and then looking over at Flatter G. Actually, I'm probably, yeah, there we go. We'd rather see this one right here, because Golden Beam for Golden Beam, Toothless will be taken down as Lucky, who actually gets the kill credit onto that one. They stomp on the wisp of Bot. Bot still alive, though. Not quite eliminated just yet. But there's going to be a lot of teams right in the middle. Yeah, see all of that there. Dragon Now on to SV2, and SV2, they've been down to only one, but it's going to be the pull in the back line, taking it down Carbine. Dragon Now, one up in the north. Cinnabar Concoction to heal up both Now and Kim. Well, they might be down Yuki. They are still alive. I hear the respawn beacon, but nobody actually sticking that one. Are you sure? Waiting for the pull, but not quite sure on whether they want to go for that on to SV2, but alive. Which team is going to fall first in this? Already see that Lord Vader taken down by Dragon Now. Barton was taken down by ASG. Over the Abyss. Super Happy tries to get away from Dragon Now, but they know where Super Happy is. Now leading the charge, and it's only RNG Super Happy left with a Golden Beam, but a spike to make sure you are eliminated. Even if you get the push back with the backer. Super Happy, not happy about that. RNG are gone. And Bumseo, the next one, as they try to get away, but there's Mercury surrounded by too many with a nice spike from the chains, and then the Golden Beam to take down another team. Dragon Now, they're not looking toothless. They are full of fangs as Toothless is gone too. 3 teams in the blink of an eye, all taken down by Dragon Now. Rev, fight against SV2. They should be able to get rid of one Wisp, but almost get pulled in. SV2 have been able to get away from that one. It is all chaos here at Wraith's Row. So many teams still left as we are in day 4. Dem, they've been struggling since game 1, their first victory, and now they're getting pushed back by the Golden Beam out of Dragon Now, and then Mugwon chasing down the backside on iVoice, but Diamond trying to heal him back up with their own Golden Beam. They've got a chain on a Brawl. Do they want to use it on a Myth? But Myth will phase walk away. Dem try to regroup over on the tracks, but they aren't with iVoice, who's still away. So they have to make sure they regroup. Dem have been able to at least fend off some for now. They're going to have to heal back up, especially because Dragon Now, they are still there, and they've got you locked into this corridor. This hallway's not looking safe. They're trying to heal back up with the Cinnabar Concoction and the Contingency Vial. Diamond's been split away. Golden Beam from hell on each side as Diamond trying to heal them back up. Somehow has kept iVoice alive. They pushed back Dragon now. They've got only one left, even with the blast back. It is just this Carbine trying to get away. They're running right over to Mugwan, who are fighting against TCX this entire time. TCX winning the battle against Mugwan. But it does seem that both Mugwan and Dragon now, they'll be able to get away with one survivor each. You can cut all vegetables, losing their own battle against ASD, but they don't lose any players for it. So at least they have another attempt. But here's Yuki, the last one for Dragon now. Scan grenade already placed down onto the respawn beacon. Mugwan, who had just respawned the team, ran right into Rev. That respawn sickness playing against them. A nice punch back from Mugwan to try to get away. But King Hansu couldn't really do much. And now Dragon now, as they've gotten their own respawn, they will have a second life in this game. It's going to be a lot more difficult, especially because all that armor they had built up from all the previous fights, all those teams they eliminated early on, were given over to Dem right here, who have not left this area. They've been holding on to that corridor. They've been holding on to the Wraith's Row. Feeling content in their placement. The circle has been favoring them, but Dragon now try to fight them again, despite it all. Try to get them away from that base camp, but them don't really care. It's ASD that Dragon now have to really defend themselves up against. It is going to be heals that they need to use. Forced to use the Golden Beam defensively just to heal them back up. But look at these magic mortars landing! Taken down now. But they got the Contingency Vial and they've got a crown. Might be able to heal back up. They've gotten back up their Mercury. But with a chain connected. Chase on to Carbine. Tries to get over everybody's head. We see that Parting was able to take down Bong. Mugwan in a bad spot as well, as they only have one left. I don't know how they're going to be able to get out of this one. We see that now. Not looking good for Dragon now. Split away from Dyoki. And Dem continue to punish them. The tragic here for them. They only have the one left. And we see that Mugwan, same thing. A couple of our teams only have one player. And it's not looking good. But we see Rev, double Golden Beam. A lot of damage on each side, but the heals as well. A TCX, they might have been struggling from games 1 to 3, but here, they have been battling through and through. They get Avalanche, but they lose their Mercury. And now they're split up. A nice pull with a nice slam, but can they pick up the kill? That Jin does so. Kai will at least get retribution back for the team. Now they can play aggressively, but they got to be careful on how they're going to be able to play up against Rev. They're going to be the chains connected. The Cinnabar Concoction doing a lot of damage. Another pull, dragging them back in, but with the Golden Beam to heal them up, they just rain it down onto TCX. Rev eliminated a team, and then we see Dragon now eliminated by ASD at the same time. Mugwan, respawn beacon interrupted. Punch back. Can you stick the landing? They couldn't do so. Mugwan are also gone. ASD taking another team out. With 4 left. ASD, there are champions back from the Abyssal Cup. If you remember, they have not been able to win beforehand, but here, they're looking to see if they can win in Game 4. Battling back and looking a lot stronger as iVoice is gone. Mukyo has been split from Diamond. This Mercury now being assailed and on fronts, but they were able to bring back iVoice regardless, and the chain away, but right into Rev. So iVoice is now down again. Then Diamond healing back up with a Contingency Vial and Cinnabar Concoction combo. Magic Mortar barely missing on a Diamond. The rest of Rev hunting down Mercury, but not realizing that Mukyo is still alive as well. ASD not been able to find Mukyo, and we hear the respawn beacon. I don't know if that's exactly what you wanted to do, Diamond. Yep, that has to get right off of it. Magic Mortar missing. Diamond waiting for the back push, trying to get away. Looking dire for Dem, but a lot better here in Game 4 compared to Games 2 and 3. You never know how teams are going to play. At least not until the game is over. We're going to have to wait to see if they're going to be able to revive Mukyo. Barely gets the recall off. Knew there was something up, but there's the respawn. Them back in the game, but iVoice taking a little bit too much damage. Now a Magic Mortar going wide, not going to be able to land on a maximize, but now it's going to be the heal back up with the Golden Beam from Diamond onto iVoice as well, but not enough onto Brawl. have to use the concoction in order to make sure the team is back to full. But look at that armor, shattered in tatters. The pushback from Cav as they got the damage onto iVoice, but he tries to use the chains to get away. Magic Mortar after Magic Mortar has assailed both teams. The help of the Contingency Vial and the Cinnabar Concoction has kept our teams at full. Just waiting to see whether or not there's going to be that full fight. Here it is. Mega Avalanche, Snowman created. But even with the Golden Beam, they didn't want to get the damage on to Rev just yet. They're seeing if they can take down Maximize. First casualty, Magic Mortars being sent on the other side. As they're waiting to see if they want to join in. Dem and Cav, not quite sure. AST have been able to beat back Rev. Rev aren't out of it just yet. Back blast to try to get away. But this Mercury is not looking too good. Another back blast over towards Brawl. But guess what? Parting is already there. The AST have cut off the retreat. No escape for Rev with another back blast to try to attempt an escape, but it's going to be the spike eventually picked up by Hims to take out Rev. And then Dem Cav have taken hold of the land that was once AST's, but neither of them feeling too confident to play that aggressively against one another, not when they know that AST is down south. That's why they're trying to see if they can chip at the health bars first. They've sent in the first one. Young getting a lot of damage, but a nice blast back. And then AST to third-party Cav, as they've already gotten rid of Young, and they've got damage onto Cav, but Harding was able to escape. Then Dem, make sure they take down the Wisp. But do you want to fight against AST? You know Cav are on the other side. Mega Avalanche, they've got the grounded effect onto one, but you've got armor for the iVoice who tries to get away, but they've got chains connected. Cinnabar Concoction heal, but there goes the Brawl. Then Parting, awaiting the Parting gift onto Dem on the other side, getting the damage onto Diamond, but they got the E-Plat to be able to survive. Dem are still alive. ASC still in this game as the strong team. And then Parting taken down by the Golden Beam. Oh, we see that Cav trying to get back into the circle. Couldn't get there in time. There's only two left. Dem versus ASD. Damage onto Dem. Not looking good as ASD come back with a vengeance here. Game 4 looking for their first victory. Muhyo, the only one left. Myth forced to use Meredith's Wrath to try to see if they can push back, but the phase walk didn't get you enough distance away. And they are chasing you to the bitter end. They want this game, and they want to make sure that it's going to be Kim to pick up the kill. Magic Mortar has been launched, and Muhil, no escape. ASC's first win.
Commencing dissection.
That was non-stop action. That's crazy.
Oh, you should
Absolutely
see.
crazy.
Game 1, there was like this moment of like, I want to say almost 3 minutes straight, where it was nothing but fighting. Legitimately, it did not end for 3 minutes. It was wild.
Yeah, the Asia server just loves to fight.
Well, they love to fight like when we get to these low circles. They don't like to fight that much early. I've noticed. They wait and wait until like we get to the end game circles like that, and then we see these crazy fights.
Also, one thing I noticed is they used a lot of Sky Sharks.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
a lot.
There are.
I haven't
lot
been
of
able
Sky
to see
Sharks
like NA scrims lately, but yeah, it's especially compared to training grounds. There's a lot of car usage.
Well, I know in EU they use a lot of Sky Sharks too. Okay, and then for this one, it's going to be cross country.
Okay. So basically, all the teams are Korean except RNG.
And Black Ghost.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So
trying to
two Chinese teams.
Yep.
Nice. So do you know, because like China's on a different server, or like they're on a different build of the game.
Yes.
Like they're still on the open beta. Do you know how
they're-
like that affects them?
So they are playing on the APAC server, so it is a little bit more laggy for them.
They're asking for Lord Vader's asking for a break.
How much time does it? Yeah. Like a 2-minute break's fine, because I kind of need to use the bathroom anyways. Yeah. Let's do a 2-minute break. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Field work? Finally!
I will entertain chat in the meantime. How are the games, chat? Also, Thicky, you were asking. Wow, you took spy over me. That's cringe. How many are ready? We have Rev. That's 1, 2, 3. I'm assuming that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ready. I like how they say the team name. In NA, we just say R, and that's it. Yo, what are these? What are these? Uh, what's it called? Um, player icons. What are they called? Avatars. I want these avatars, man. Is this just for?
Yeah, to burn off some energy.
Let's see. Where is it? Is this just Mercury's?
Applied.
Bro, what? I want this one. This isn't. Is this Eva?
That's Eva, yeah.
Bro, where do you get these icons from? Theorycraft, please.
I was like, yeah, man, Twitch is getting so many issues. Kind of wild. I thought it was like the multi-stream, but it's just Twitch, really. Because like YouTube, it seems like hasn't had any issues, which is weird.
Sounds fine right now.
Yeah. Well, no, but I'm saying it's like some people are saying like no sound. That's been happening like all night. So I don't know. I don't know what's been going on with it. Ugh. All right, so I think we're just waiting on RNG, and then once they're ready, we're good to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, hold on one second. I'm gonna fix this. So I want more frame rate for you. Then if I restart my stream, actually no, I don't want to do that. Hold on.
So when we finish these next 2 games, after that, we'll get all the points added up, figure out who our winner is, our big winner, and then I am going to take a nap. Because I gotta get ready for EU after that.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yep.
I'm gonna restart my stream for you. Hold on.
Sounds good.
All right, it's back up.
Yeah, I know. That's what you were saying, Hilario.
Can you double check with Mr. Sue that everyone's R? It seems like it.
Yes, I think just do a 10 count. Wait, RNG. I think we're just missing RNG. Did RNG ever get back? I just want to make
I
sure.
don't know.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh,
Oh, no, they're ready. They're ready. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's do a 10 count, and then we'll get into it.
A very fast one. Just double check settings. Okay. I wonder what that symbol means. Is the quality fine for you?
Yep, looks good.
Yeah, 120 ping is not that bad.
No, not at all. Honestly, that's what I was getting too. I was
Kinda
like, damn.
shocked. Like when I was playing League in Japan in NA servers,
Alchemy.
I was getting like over 130.
Yeah, damn.
Select your hunter.
All right, so I think what we're gonna do is, it looks like Diamond and the players are asking if we can get
Up the turbines, we're going in.
the points after game into game 6, and I am totally down for that. That sounds good
I'm
to
down
me.
with that too.
All right, so we'll get into game 5 here, which will be our lovely cross country, and then we'll end it with the best storm ship. We already had a couple bullet train kills earlier. You missed that one, Luna. Game 1, we started with bullet train,
GG.
and we're ending with bullet train because bullet train is amazing. So let's see how we are
Mad
looking.
magical staple.
Yes.
Actually, I had a question for you.
What's up?
a couple days ago we had the training grounds and we had a bullet train game, and we thought, okay, what's worse, no bullet trains or bullet trains but no bullet train kills?
Just no bullet trains. I'd rather have bullet trains with no bullet train kills
Oh, okay.
than just no bullet trains at all.
We thought it would be the other way around.
Nah, bullet trains are the best thing in the world. Love me some bullet trains. So no matter what, even if there aren't any kills with it, as long as we have bullet trains, I'm okay with it. All right, so let's see how our teams are dropping. Ooh! Dragon Now and SV2 gonna be our two teams in Cold Fang. Competing over some of that gold early on. Oh, so that 3-star grip right there. The Dragon Now gonna be more than happy with that. And TCX, proud of them and how they looked in game 4. A very good look on how they were. And here, Kai playing aggressively against ASD, the team that just took game 4. But 1v3 was looking to make the montage reel. Unfortunately, not quite able to land all of that, so gonna be the first casualty here in game 5, but ASD are gonna be perfectly fine. They've already scattered into multiple directions, able to heal themselves back up to full while we look at the rest of the breach. See how our teams are already approaching where they want to be. Flattering G. On the other side of Cut All Vegetables, who were our leaders going into game 4. Curious to see after game 5 how our points are looking. Especially because ASD gonna be very happy they're at 7th place and then picking up a win in game 4. Definitely gonna be moving up the standings. We look at some of our other teams. RNG, team that's kind of been in the middle of the standings, didn't have quite the approach to game 4 that they would have wanted to. Definitely fallen. And ooh, bot, I like this. Yang playing Huddy here. Okay. We got us a Huddy play. Curious to
I'm
see
very
how.
thankful that Resonating Idol is banned. I don't want to see that on Hudson.
I haven't really been able to keep up with how. I know Resonating Idol is really powerful, but I haven't really been able to see how it like was before it got banned. Because I was, I work during the week, so whenever the patches happen, I don't really get to see a lot of that really strong stuff until the weekends. Let's see how everyone is. We see all our teams kind of spread around. Mug 1 were all the way in Academy by themselves. They'll be able to farm up pretty easily. Looking at the gold as well. Cav in a pretty good spot. I would imagine that Dragon Now would probably be pretty rich. They had a Cold Fang, they got Catacombs. ASD finally have gotten the revive on to They farmed up the northern part of Chaos Steps. Dragon Now having slowly moved their way over into Wellsprings. But doesn't seem they've been able to go to any outposts, only seeing that Kim has done so far. Yoki had one relic, but didn't see a relic over for now themselves. You see a team starting to build up those relics. There it is. Now I see that DGN have gotten their relics over for now. The only one that's missing it is going to be Dyoki. They fight against TCX. Putting down the Cinnabar Concoction, getting a lot of damage onto the back line, trying to see if they can pepper some damage, but now the Mercury has been separated, and it's going to be Mercury taking down Mercury. Even making sure to stomp onto the Wisp. Well, a nice kickflip away. TCX have been able to separate. They've gotten a Jin and Shrike going in opposite directions. We'll have to find a way to meet up once again. Well, Flattering G chased down by RNG. A surge from Lord Vader. Magic Mortar doing a little bit of damage as they're trying to see if they can pepper him some damage themselves, but then the Sky Shark going right past them, hopping on it, saying, hey, take me for a ride. Super happy, but not going to be happy about that one, Thor, as you are blasted to oblivion. RNG have gotten themselves into the circle and leave Flattering G with only one player alive. But we look elsewhere inside of the fort. Bot and Dem staring one another down, but putting down that suppressive fire. Yang making it impossible for Dem to leave too early, even putting down the barbed wire too. So Dem forced to see if they can hop over the tires to look for the fight, even with the chains connected. They're onto the Cinnabar concoction. Look at how healthy Bot were able to stay that entire time. But now the Sky Shark's about to blow. They've got the suppressive fire coming in from the spin barrels out of Yang, but now with a nice dunk, they've taken down Huddy. Bot, now, what do you do without that damage from Huddy? You have to scatter. Toothless was able to ride the hover wings away. But they are going to be in a bad spot later on, and looking at where the circle continues to take us over towards the fortress. We'll have to have some Castle Crashers here. They look to crash back onto Flatter G, who had just revived at the heart, and then they had the sickness, so they lose Mercury. They're about to lose Wow Wow, but Wow Wow had a nice juke initially. But here's that back blast, Golden Beam, trying to tag damage onto Shiv, but hides behind the wall, but then the other Shiv with the lockdown for the bull, but a nice ring away from Wow Wow as they try to see if they can escape this battle, but Valgong never made it easy for Flatter and G, who even with a revive, find themselves back down to one player. Ben, I don't see where the rest of SV2 are. Nowhere nearby them, this poor Brawl. I only see green armor all strewn apart across here in Emotech, so not really going to be able to pick up anything to help you in that battle, in that 1v3. Still was able to somehow get away, and then see another player who's able to get away. Nice juke out of there from Bot. I believe that was Pickled Radish who was able to get out. Now, there it is. 1v2 up against SV2. Ben tries to get away, but a nice blink to be on position. Peppering in that damage and making it impossible for Ben to escape. The last one, and the first team eliminated. SV2 are already gone. Then we look over to Mugwan. Plucked. Gonna be chased down by Black Ghost. That Mugwan were on the train, but Rev were trying to get them off of it. I think they might be able to get that revive regardless. Yeah, so they do actually get Plucked back. Here's another Sky Shark going right past them. They're not actually going to continue to look for, I'm trying to remember. So it's, I think that is, yeah, that's King Hansu, if I recall from Mugwan.
Meteor Beast incoming.
Trying to remember all these names. Ooh, Bong, who had been separated from the rest of the team. Poor Void, especially against very mobile hunters like we saw right there. Jin, Brawl. They easily be able to chase that, and then we look over towards Nambamseo for Flatter and G, trying to kind of bait in a team, but that Sky Shark gonna blast Flatter and G in opposite directions, but it doesn't matter. They actually had the hunt, and then Golden Beam doing a lot with the help of the hover wings, but then into the back line, they're looking to see if they can do the dunk, but then it's gonna be a nice fusillade taken down to Mamseo, and Flatter and G lose Thor. They only have one left who tries to get away, but it's gonna be Dragon now who'd have to see if they can chase down that kill, because with Rev, cut all vegetables, and even seeing that Flatter and G, somehow we're able to get a kill regardless because of something. They get themselves on the board, but see that Rev only have Shiv up in the north. Then down south, Bot see ASD, and they are locked in the battle. A Golden Beam with the fusillade, the heals right through all that Huddy damage. Toothless could not bring back up Hudson. The chains and Sky Sharks everywhere. The chase and dunk from Laki says, I'm the bigger Brawl here. Only one left. It's just Toothless or Bot. We see that Maximize falls for Rev up in the northern quadrant. And then Black goes a nice bird bomb out of TCK, but a better dunk from Cry Penguin. But then the headshots that land here from Shrike throw it right back at Black Ghost, and then another dunk out of Kai as this Jin is ready to dive through and take down the Ghost. Frosty tries to get out of there, but RNG, they come out of nowhere to make sure that Lao Gong is going to be the one to pick up that kill on a Frosty. Lots of fighting now. We got brawls everywhere as Bong surrounded, but somehow gets away because Dragon now we're more focused on staying inside of the Molten Fortress. Then we go over to TCX. They deal with RNG, but RNG's damaged until these headshots land. Golden Beam trying to heal him back up. You can see that Lao Gong was trying to get into the back line, and the help from Lord Vader, the flank. There goes Shrike. They've already landed down the lightning, and now they're looking to see if they can take down the Mercury, leaving only Kai to get away. As Black Ghost barely surviving. Not quite thriving here over the abyss. Frosty tries to get back over towards land. But even with the Golden Beam, actually, the Golden Beam will heal him up because it was a nice blink away from Flattering G, staying inside of that outpost. Oh, I see Kai. TCX. Last one remaining here. Not sure what they're going to be able to do, where they can really go as we look at Black Ghost, a team that has kind of been down towards the edge. Seemed like they were going to lose a couple times, but here, up against Dem, playing aggressively. Almost were able to get iVoice, but iVoice heals back up. Same with Black Ghost, and then the third party, Flatter and G, surround the position of the Black Ghost. Frosty, they lose Mercury, and they're hoping to heal up with the Cinnabar Concoction and the Contingency Vial. They're hopping away. Enough time, but Frosty, unfortunately, surrounded by Dem. So even if you had the revive, it's not going to really matter. Might be able to, now that they've been able to get the team back onto the Contingency Vial, but still not enough health because Cry Penguin is gone. They got the top onto Frosty. So both of them hopping around, and it's up to Juju to try to get away, but unfortunately, Ladder and G were already on that island, making sure there was no escape for BKG. Some more teams have now joined the bench as we see Bot here. One of my favorite strategies to see. Double Golden Beam against Cut All Vegetables. A lot of damage. Salvage Hook miss. Change from Young as they now try to see if they can chase it down. They got a lot of damage onto Huddy, but it's going to be the Mortar that takes him down with the help of the Arcane Railgun. Cut All the Vegetables. They've got the help of them to surround Bot, but Bot were still able to bring back up Yang, who was able to go away, but the wrong direction from the rest of the team. Needs to be able to join back up with Bot. Bot are trying to heal up. They got a Sky Shark. Then down south, we see ASD, Flatter and G, and we even saw, I believe it was RNG nearby. So all three teams can fight. And then Dragon now, they got Kai, but at least Kai was able to bring up the rest of TCX. So they're not quite out of this game just yet. But looking at the position for Bot, another Golden Beam for Golden Beam. Young now into the thick of the battle, but couldn't take down the Huddy. But guess what? Bot are down Toothless. They don't have that Mercury support for the Huddy anymore. And now, how do you heal back up this Hudson? Not looking too good for Bot. Looking quite grim. As a nice Veritas Fury will take him down to only Brawl. I'm looking at the position here for Bot. Pickled Radish on the run. There are crowns that you can pick up, but it's not looking too easy. Super Happy down, but Lord Vader crashing back onto Lucky with a double surge. They should be able to revive Lucky regardless. And now they can blink back to the rest of the team. But then, out of nowhere, here is Flatter and G on to Lao Gong. And Lao Gong hopes to survive as they kick Flip away. That is the continued chase for Flatter and G. Wow. Sent in the Shiv v Shiv duel. But still surviving. Lao Gong has been able to get away. We see other fights happening elsewhere. Only the strike for Are You Sure? Golden Beam over the Abyss. Diamond cleaning up kills. Now, we look at the rest of our teams and where they're kind of positioned. They're all grouped up right around the same spot in the Chaos Steps Molten Fortress area. ASD debating whether they want to fight against Dem or Cav. They decide against neither. Down south, RNG, despite being chased through and through by Flatter and G, they still brought back up the rest of the team. So not out of this just yet. Gold armor for Lao Gong. Now it is RNG that are chasing onto Flattering G. Flattering G onto this little island. They've been pushed back again, but that damage from Lao Gong as he's hoping to pop that Fusillade with the Golden Beam combo to be able to heal back up the full. And then it's Lord Vader into the back line. They've taken down Thor, their own lightning, to crash back onto Ghost, but they got the heal, and then a nice spike from Flattering G. Finding Lao Gong not paying attention to the overheat, but Dem jump out of nowhere. They've taken down Nambamseo, and then ASD jump on it to RNG, but Dragon now, they've held onto position. They've been able to crash in Doki to try to see if they can chase down on a Mercury, but then Dragon now has remaining members fight against Toothless and Bot, but it is going to be damage as they chase them onto the lava and slice right through the health bar. Even with a grabby squid and Cinnabar Concoction, not enough health for Toothless as he tries to avoid all the attention with the Magic Mortar almost taking them down. But now make sure that Bot only have one left. And he has to now fight over the Abyss. We see that Thor dies. Flatter and G are gone. Bot about to join them. I don't know how Pickled Radish can get out of that one. It's Joki who picks up the kill. So 5 teams still remain, Lord Vader. Never mind. It's going to be 4 teams that now remain. As Cross Country Storm will start dragging our teams out of their fortress and into the Chaos Steppes. Cav, you pick up a crown, and Luna, I'm going to ask if you can restart the stream really quick because it's getting pixely again. I'm just trying to get it really pixely again, so there we go. Perfect. Much better now. Yeah, our teams are positioned. Cav, all the way up north. They have a Sky Shark though, but very low fuel on both of them. So it might be able to be enough to get them into the circle, but when they blow up one of the Sky Sharks and they get the grounded spike onto Young, Dragon now gonna be more than happy. Then Dem to punish Golden Beam onto Thor, but not Thor, onto Parting G, but Parting G is taken down by not the team you'd expect. It was Dragon now to take him down, leaving only Mercury, and even if you have that back blast to try to get away, ASD will not let you have that safety. 3 teams are left. ASD, after struggling in the first half of our games, back-to-back games looking really strong. What a glow-up from them. Really looking like the team that we saw back in Abyssal Cup. The Dragon now has been one of those big teams too.
Enemy Oracle
They've been at the top of the standings for some time. With them, the team that won Game 1, also in the conversation. I'm really excited to see how this is going to shake up the standings. We're going to look at that after this game. But which team will take Game 5? If ASD win this one, definitely going to propel them into first. Dem, as they had been slowly falling down the standings ever since Game 1. This can also keep them relevant in that conversation. Well, Dragon now, they've always been in the conversation. They've been right at the top into Game 6. All 3 teams playing it very patiently. Chaos Steppes, a very tricky area to fight in, especially during cross-country. Yeah, going to drag us all the way over to a couple of shops there, too. So we'll see if any teams are going to try to build up some of their items, try to see if they can get a nuke or 2. Not they're going to need any E-plats with how this circle is looking. But look at Dragon now. Already having the flank onto Dem, but Dem making a good read. Peeling up north, staying far away, not wanting to get sandwiched between 2, but they now look to see if they can flank ASD. They've been able to wrap around, but Dragon now getting the attention of ASD. They are on the land, but Dem right behind them. Black Blast. Not really looking towards too many of these E-plats. Might look towards some of the nukes, but really about it. There's some Abyss that's going to be behind all 3 of the teams, but as they slowly make their way into the circle, not really going to be that relevant. Here comes some damage. ASD, they look for Dem. They've already gotten rid of 1 gold armor. The Myth is going to be vulnerable, but nobody's able to tackle that down just yet. Muhyo, the rest of Dem, continue onto the northern part of the circle. While ASD debate whether they actually want to fight against Dem. Dem picking up that broken armor, so no longer going to be quite as vulnerable. Teams in this very elegant dance with one another. 3-way samba almost. It's back and forth, back and forth. Who's really going to be the partner that you want to tangle with? Do you want to tangle with anyone? Do you want to even have that fight? It seems that Dem and ASD, the 2 teams most likely to lock horns. At least until Dem looked towards the circle and saw that Dragon now are already in control of the tracks. Curious to see where the rest of the circle is going to take us next. Dem, not liking this for them. They're now in the middle of both teams, almost sandwiched, but thankfully, that's the end of our concoction with the contingency vial combination. Keep them relatively healthy and enough time to get over to the boat. So where are we going to venture to next with our cross-country storm?
Warning. Storm
Nice
closing.
blink away from Hms. Healing back up. I feel like that's kind of the thing with Mercury. Is that Mercury really makes it so that these fights that if you don't get enough of these early picks, then you can just heal right back up to full. Be perfectly happy and content with how things are going to play out. Uh-oh. We're getting pixels again. Oh, no. Worst time for the pixels. No! I can't. Yeah, here, I gotta close it because I could not see anything. There we go. Okay. Whew. Perfect. Right before the fight breaks out, I think, because we're slowly getting dragged over here, away from Chaos Ups, and now towards Abyss. As we see damage on to Dragon now. The first casualty is now themselves. They might be able to heal. No! iVoice says, hell no! You're not getting back up in this one. And then the double pick from both ASD and Dem in combo. Remove Dragon now. ASD feel like this is their time to fight. They've already launched the nuke over at Dem. They've got damage and Lucky. See if their chain's gonna be enough. But the rest of ASD need to heal back up the full. Took a little bit too much damage initially. And the fact that they don't have the armor. It's golden armors on everyone, fully built up for iVoice as he's already gone in deep with the magic mortar. But look at the slice through from Lakia as he tries to see if he can separate the Mercury from the rest of the team. The support is not with them, even though Muhyo takes down Lakia. Then tries to blink away back over to Kim with a golden beam from hell coming in from Kim. But Diamond keeps them healthy. Fuselot has been popped. What a back blast from Diamond to get back with the rest of them. So they are alive. 2v3. Now sees how battered they are. They wanted to be able to pick up the fight against them. But even with the chains connected, they put down the respawn beacon. They gotta stop this. They get them off the respawn. They got the damage onto him. And there goes Kim as they take away the respawn beacon built up by ASC. Only have this Shiv against 3 from Dem. Even looking at what is available, there is a crown that you can pick up, but already iVoice is in position saying, hell no. They want to pick up their second victory. Respawn beacon. Oh, what you wanted. Broken armor, broken dreams, golden beam sent at them as tries to blink back into the middle of them with the Fuselot doing a lot of damage. But the Cinnabar concoction contingency plan combination is too damn strong as Dem find their second win.
Yeah, I feel like compared to last game, this one was pretty tame, relatively, but it was still pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I really want to see the scores now.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Unfortunately, still having issues with the audio, which is tragic.
Rip.
Yeah.
Just watch on YouTube, guys.
Wait, they say green. It's green screen now. Uh-oh. Let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What in the world happened?
Yeah, just green screen.
Why that is... happened. What in the world happened?
Yeah, just green screen.
Yeah, what in the world happened? Figure this out. Let me see if I... Maybe I just gotta...
Screen cap it and try to do Google Translate.